What is up, my friends? How are we? You are very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda. The team news has dropped. The big news, only one real attacker in the side. It is overloaded with midfielders, and we'll take you through it momentarily. Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, both on the bench, as is Fede Chiesa. You can see the starting 11 there on screen, but I will run through it for you momentarily. Hope you're all in good form today. Hopefully the Reds can get back to winning ways. Of course, we've got a packed day here for you on the channel. We'll have our watch along. We'll take you through the game, our match reaction, player ratings video, and of course, a late night agenda tonight as well. Hope you're all in good form. Sorry, I'm just making sure I've got my TV on the right channel here. We good to go? A reminder, this is not on TV in the UK, unfortunately, but in Ireland, it's on Premier Sports, so I'm going to be able to watch it over here. So yeah, how we all doing? We in good form? It's a nervy one today, but look, fingers crossed we can get back to winning ways. So, the team is, as is on the screen, Alisson in goal, Gomez right back, Kirkes left back, Van Dijk and Canada your centre-backs, a midfield of Jones, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai with Alexis McAllister, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. That is your starting 11. Gakpo starting. To be a bit hard considering he's injured. Where are you getting Gakpo starting from? Do you see Gakpo on the screen there, bro? Did you hear me talk about Gakpo? You didn't, because he's injured. So how could he be starting? Jesus Christ. Some people, lads. Some people. Anyway, on the bench today for the Reds, Georgie Mamardashvili, Freddie Woodman, Isak, Mohamed Salah, Fede Chiesa, Andy Robertson, Calvin Ramsey, Rio Engamoa, and Lucky. Gakpo on crutches. Yeah, there you go. The bench is atrocious. No midfield, no centre-back. It's sad. We'll be, yeah, look, we do have a midfielder in there, but he's a young one in Rio. In Trey Morris-Nyoni. Or is he not on the bench? He's on the bench, isn't he? No, he's not. Sorry, I thought Nyoni was on the bench. You're right. No midfield on the bench. You're right. I'm wrong. Sorry, bro. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. But, you know, we are where we are. At least we got Lucky on our side. Exactly. There you go. The positivity. We love it. Yeah, it's a strange team, but it's a very, again, it's a compact team is what I would say. No width in this whatsoever, but a very workmanlike midfield in there. So I think that's the angle he's going for here today. Plenty of legs. So I don't know what to feel, lads. I don't know what to feel, but sure. It's another Reds game, and fingers crossed it's a win. What's the formation? Don't know. Don't know. Probably a 4-4-2 diamond would be my guess, but we are kind of guessing at that. But yeah, our guess would be a 4-4-2 diamond. Sonder said Inter were Champions League finalists last year, but they had Inzaghi, not comparable. Brighton will be 10 times tougher to face. It's a win-win today for me, said Sonder. Look, I'll never buy into the wanting us to lose, to get the manager sacked. I want Liverpool to win every game, but if we don't win the game, you know, then that's when I'll have that conversation again. But for now, look, like everybody else, I just want Liverpool to pick up 3 points and get back to winning ways. You know, we'll save the talk for frustration or not till we see how the game is going. So there's loads of people throwing in formations, and they're all wrong, by the way. It's almost certainly a 4-4-2 diamond. That's where my money would go anyway. But look, don't get caught up on the formation. It's kind of irrelevant. Doesn't matter to us fans. People are just obsessed with formations. Scoreboard, that's what we need to be obsessed with. Let me just check that actually to make sure. Yeah, clock's working. Cool. Yeah, don't worry about the formation. Just worry about the scoreboard, because that's the most important thing of the whole game. It's a stupid team. I love the positivity. It's fucking wonderful. It's so great to come in and see people who are Liverpool fans moaning before the game even kicks off. Would you not just save it to see how they play before you start pissing and moaning? It's real depressing coming on every week and just hearing people giving up before the game's even started. It really is tiresome. Like, just, if you don't like the team, don't watch the game. Simple as that. If you're going to just moan about it, don't watch the game. Save us all the heartache. But if you want to give them a chance, if you want to get behind them, well then welcome along. There's just too much negativity, man. Too much negativity, and we haven't even kicked the ball yet. It does matter, Craig, because we have to play to our own players' strengths. But you don't know the formation. That's what I'm saying. You haven't got a clue, nor do I. But you're moaning about it already. Just what's the point? Like, do you think that you or I know the team and how to set it up better than the manager? He's a professional coach. We're fans. You know, we can all throw around numbers of 4-4-2s and 4-2-3-1s and 4-3-3. It's fucking irrelevant, bro. It's irrelevant because 5 minutes into the game, the formation can switch like that. All he has to do is spot one gap in the opposition, change a couple of players around, and the formation goes out the window. Just save the moaning for at least until we're into the game. What do you think Vert's role will be in the team? Definitely a second striker. Definitely to play in and around Hugo Ekitike, without a doubt. And do you know what? I'm very intrigued to see how that does work, because it's a position that Vert should feel comfortable in. Look, full disclosure, I would have preferred a situation where we had two strikers on there, but for various reasons, Isak's on the bench, whether it's, fitness, whether it's form. But I think going forward, yeah, somewhere just playing off the strikers would be where I think Verts would be doing his best work. But I've got a feeling today he's going to get on the score sheet. I don't know why. Just really do have a feeling today we're going to see Verts grab a goal. And if you're asking me for a prediction, I said 3-1 during the week. I probably think 2-1 now, but I am going to go for a Liverpool win. Josh Brayshaw, thank you, bro, for gifting 5 memberships. Very kind of you. Craig, have a coffee, bro. Don't let the Debbie Downers get you. Oh, don't worry, the coffee's here, my man. The coffee's here. It's always... we're only on coffee number 2 as well, so I'm doing well. Normally on coffee number 2, I'm barely able to string a sentence together. Now, if there's one thing this has told us, ladies and gentlemen, it's that he absolutely hates Federico Chiesa. I know I said not to be moaning, but this is surely the biggest indication yet. He's like the walking wounded in wide areas, and he still won't give Chiesa a start. So I think that should tell us everything we need to know about the manager saying, I like Chiesa as a player, I like Chiesa as a man, but I don't want to play him. Yeah, I like him, I love him, but I won't play him. Exciting lineup. Maka, Doubt, get in Reds, 3 points, said Peter. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate you. Sonder said, Vert further up will be so much fun. Love you, Craig. Oh, thank you, bro. Right back at you. What, at you? What? I don't know what at you is. At you. Right back at you. Right back at you, bro. Thank you. How am I watching the game? I'm lucky enough, Mikey, my man. It's on TV in Ireland. We don't get the 3 p.m. blackout, but we don't have a choice of what game. And I got lucky that the game they happen to be shown this week in Ireland is the Liverpool game. So yeah, I'm watching it on Premier Sport. Nessie said 5 midfielders and 1 attacker. Meanwhile, Chiesa and Salah on the bench. Who could be paired up with Ekitike? Sack him, please. I hope we win, though. Yeah, look, it feels like putting Salah back into the squad was just a PR move to me. But, let's wait and see. I don't want to hear him talk about Chiesa anymore, though. I really don't, because everything he says about Chiesa is bullshit. I like him as a player. I like him as a man. But yeah, we'll pay him 7 million quid a year to sit on the bench and do absolutely nothing. That's wonderful. That's wonderful when we're talking about a squad that's depleted with injuries and he won't turn to an established international player. Tosh, how are we, mate? Greetings from Bulgaria, my friend. Maka should not start. He's playing really badly. I would have preferred Chiesa or Mo instead of him and Gay in January. I don't disagree one bit on Alexis McAllister. We've been speaking a bit about him over the past couple of months, and Connor particularly highlighted the fact that he hasn't been in good form this season. So yeah, look, I agree, mate. I would have easily put Mo or Chiesa in this team as a second striker and maybe played Verts a little bit behind. But, it is what it is. As I said, the manager makes the calls. I just hope for a win. And Gay in January, I really don't know. I still haven't got a clue. I wish I did, because it would make me a lot calmer. Because, you know my take, same as yourself, probably we badly need a centre-back. Damn, that's a great shirt, Craig, man. I may have to suck up the tariff money to get it. Well, have a look on the Adidas store as well, mate. You might be able to get it on there without the tariff. I don't know where are you in the States? If you're in the States, have a look on the Adidas store. You might be able to get it there and there'll be no tariffs on it in that way. But yeah, it is lovely. And do you know what I was really pleased about when it arrived? It's much better quality. I have the red and white jacket as well, or the tracky top. And this one's much higher quality than that one. So I definitely recommend it if you're thinking about getting it. My wife loved it so much that she wanted one for herself. Craig, it's a 4-3-2-1. No, it isn't. It's a 4-4-2 diamond. But again, we can talk about how right I am later on. Let's go, boys. Love the fit, Craig. Thank you. Appreciate you. It's a medium, obviously. No, it is a really nice top, I have to say. Very happy with it. I need that tracky. Wow, man. Want the new kit. Thank you. The new jersey, the one that matches this, it seems a little bit expensive. What is it, like €120 for a top that's not even a jersey? It is lovely. But yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't bring myself to spend the money on that. Like for a 10 or more, I got the tracksuit top and that just felt like better value. But yeah, it is a nice one, Sonder. I definitely would recommend the top. Out of curiosity, how do we know it's a 4-3-1-2? It's a 4-4-2 diamond. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the formation. As I mentioned, it's irrelevant. Yeah, just worry about how we're getting on the pitch. But it's a 4-4-2 diamond from what we understand, and hence the overload of midfielders and no width in the team. It lends itself to that system, like it just does. Gravenberch's deeper. It has Maka behind the striker and Wirtz, but I don't know. I think maybe Szoboszlai there. But yeah, Maka didn't look great in the last game there for me. But I guess you've got the industry of Jones and Szoboszlai behind. But yeah, Maka looked lost to me when he played this position the last time. Tom, thank you, mate. Wishing you and the fam a very Merry Christmas. Same to you and your family, mate. Thank you. Kaz, how are we, my friend? Hey, Craig and Co. I hope all are well. Looking forward to win and Salah to come off the bench. Thanks for having me for the last 6 months. My absolute pleasure, Kaz, and thank you for being with us. Thank you again, Kaz. Apologies, just had to shout to the missus to turn off the heating because I'm cooking here, folks. I'm cooking.
But it was already off. You're just so hot.
All right, tampon head. Off you go. Okay, tampon head. Off you pop.
My hair is not white.
Huh?
My hair is not white.
I don't want to say the other way. That's just rude. Yes, there was no sound, mate. That was me muting the mic while I shouted because I didn't want to deafen you. I thought the heating was still on, and my God. Tampon head. Yeah, one of the people in the gym called it used tampon head. And I just can't stop laughing at it. But I can't bring myself to do the used part, you know. I feel like that's too rude even for me to my wife.
Hasn't stopped you saying it.
No, it hasn't stopped me saying it, of course. But not publicly. Don't let your period ruin your day, everybody. Right, Craig doing sanitary towel reads and all now. That's, you know what I mean? That's a new level of influence. I'm even influencing the ladies now. You see me on there doing those fresh ads in my roller skates, just strolling around the town, you know. Oh, don't let your period ruin your day. Come out with Craig and free skate, yeah. Do you think this could be Salah's last game? I really don't know, man. Yeah, I have to say that's the one thing I'm burying my head in the sand on about this. Look, I know what's going to happen. The camera's going to be on him the whole game. Every 2 seconds, it'll be Salah, cameraman, turn around. They'll be listening for everything from the cop, and yeah. So I don't have a clue. I don't want to think about it. I'm in glorious ignorance on this one. But yeah, what do you guys think? Oh, there you go. Connor's put a poll up. Good man. Let me get splinters in my backside sitting on this fence. But yeah, let us know your thoughts. He still found a way not to play Chiesa, said Philip. Well, you gotta admire his persistence, Philip, huh? At least he's consistent, bro. Craig, I'm offering to shake my booty at your 40th birthday party. It's gonna have to go back 4 years, my friend. You're gonna have to go back 4 years for that one. Shawnee gone from TK, he would be a great man on here. I don't know what that means. You're going to have to explain that one to me in English. Or, sorry, in simple language, because it's gone over my head. I don't know what TK is, and I don't know who Shawnee is. So, yes, apologies on that one. I hope the manager gets the sack today, said Eddie Cox-Wilkins. Well, look, Eddie, if we don't win, I'll be there to have that conversation with you, mate. I promise you. But for now, I've got to be I've got to be positive and upbeat and hope we get the win, man. You're 44. I thought you were 20. There you go. There's my favourite person in the chat. Abel, my favourite friend. How are you? You're right. I'm 24, mate. 24. And score. 24 and score. There you go. 24 and score. That's my age. There we go. I have a feeling this will be Mo saying goodbye to Anfield as a sub. We'll crush Brighton. Come on the red, said Itachi. Thank you, bro. Love that positivity. Hope we do get the win. I really do. We need it. Connor said, little known fact, he's 3 years older than me. Well, look, if we're talking about emotional age, that's probably underplaying it. If we're talking about emotional age, Connor's probably about 15 years older than me. Because I'm a big child. Not that you ever would have guessed on here on the channel, folks. Not that you ever would have guessed. Chiesa not getting a start is precisely why I want Slot gone, said Martin. I'm not keen on formation or Macca starting. To be honest, I just want the season over now. TK is talking cop. Excuse my ignorance, but I don't know who that is. And look, people get offended when I say that. When I say I don't know who another channel is, I'm not trying to be any rude at all. I just don't watch much football content outside of what we do. I used to watch a lot of stuff. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Liverpool content from a lot of content creators. But these days, for two reasons, I've stopped doing it. One, I just don't have the time anymore. And two, I don't want to be influenced by other opinions. So, you know, I try to take a flavour of the fans' feeling by reading as many forums as I can. But I don't watch much Liverpool content. In fact, I don't watch much football content, to be honest with you. I watch a little bit of IFL TV, Boxing Social, and a few other bits and pieces around boxing on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know who Talking Cop are. Again, no disrespect meant. Oh, that's the Trippers, is it? Is that the old Day Trippers? Oh, sorry, yeah. It's the Day Trippers, I know who they are. I just didn't realise they changed their name. And I think if it's the Day Trippers, then I know who Shawnee is. I'm almost sure I know who Shawnee is. Who's a nice lad, by the way. If it's the same guy I'm thinking of, Sean's a lovely fella. Never had any issues with Shawnee. And look, yeah, if it's the guys that used to be the LFC Day Trippers, then yes, I know who they are. Yeah, I do know who they are, yes. And look, sad to hear. But look, I've always said this, there's a lot of great Liverpool content out there. So whatever's best for whoever's watching, you know. Anyone who wants us to lose just for a slot to get sacked is a clown disguised as a Liverpool fan. Win, lose or draw, Liverpool always come first, said Batu. Thank you, my friend. Look, I will be on your side of that debate, mate. I just don't like the idea of wanting a negative result for anybody gone. A manager or to prove a player's point or anything like that. But, if he doesn't get a win today, I've got to say, it really should be bye-bye time. But that being said, I want the win. Imagine attack of 2024, Isak, Salah, and 2020 Chiesa. I think they're better attacks we could have, to be honest, if I'm being really blunt about it. Give me back a Mane and a Firmino and a Salah every day of the week. CJ Plays said, back in Ireland for Christmas as I live abroad, sitting on the couch eating stew. Oh, you've already got me jealous. I mean, what a win that is. Sitting on the couch eating stew. That's perfect on a winter's day. Watching football all day. Happy Christmas, Craig, and come on the Reds. Thank you, CJ, and enjoy your time back, my friend, and enjoy that stew, most importantly. Hey, Craig, how are things today? Hoping for a win. I'm good, thank you, Bransfield. I'm just waking up, bro. Still waking up, I'm only on coffee number 2. What's the formation for this game? I believe it's 4-4-2, Jason. But let's wait and see. It'll be some variation of a 4-4-2 or a 4-1-2-1 or a 4-1-2-1-2. Again, I think we just get caught up a little bit too much on the formation. Let's just see. We'll see when they're out there on the pitch how they're lining up, and we'll go from there. Wirtz is playing as a second striker, Adamas. Which will be interesting to see, right? It'll be interesting to see how close he does get to Ekitike and how it works. FOTMob says 4-2-3-1. I swear I've said this about 50 times. None of the apps know, mate. FOTMob just guess based off historical evidence. Same with LiveScore. Same with all the apps. They just work off data from past games. So I wouldn't take anything on any of the apps as a definitive. Owners are back in slot. They have got a lot right in the last few years. FFP, Klopp, good signings. I think they give Slot another chance. So here's the thing. I don't think they're back in slot as much as people think they are. But I do think they were right and have absolutely no other choice than to back Slot in the slot versus player, i.e. Salah. They have to. They have to do that. But here's what I wonder. I wonder if that hadn't have happened, would there be more talk now? Because it feels like the Salah situation and him speaking out almost gave Arna a little bit of time to go under the radar a little bit. And I feel like it's probably bought him a bit more breathing space. Phil, just wondering what your thoughts are on Jayden Danns as a player. He's a really good player, but he's been so unfortunate with injuries. And over the last few years, we've seen quite a few young Liverpool players kind of go off with injury. Cade Gordon is probably another prime example of a player who, came in from Derby County, was thought of really highly, and it's just been so unfortunate, had one injury after another. And unfortunately, Jayden Danns almost lost the entirety of last season. And there seems to be just setback after setback. So no doubt about the talent of the guy. Just hope that he can get through this injured phase. Jack does come, said, hey Craig, big fan of you here. Loving the content, thank you. Will there be a podcast after the game? There's a match reaction after the game. And then we'll have a player ratings video. Then we'll be back tonight at about 8:30 or so for another late night agenda. So busy day on the channel today, lots of content. So hopefully you can stick with us. Right, if you can, folks, do hit that like button for me. Let's try and get us up to 1,000 likes before the game kicks off. Same formation against Inter, right, Craig? WFM lad? I believe so, Sonder. I believe so. But like I said, we just have to kind of see how they're lining up here on the pitch. But yeah, we believe it's similar. Craig, do you think we should call Harvey Elliott back? If the manager thinks he can utilise him in the squad, definitely. It's really sad to see what's happening for young Harvey. Emery's already said that they're not going to be making that deal permanent, which means he's not going to play 10 games this season. which is horrendous. So, I just want Harvey to be playing football. And if Arna thinks that he can add to our squad, I wouldn't be against it, but I wouldn't want him coming back just to sit on our bench either. Unless maybe he moved on Chiesa or something. But the whole thing about Chiesa is nuts. It just feels so insincere. Because like the other day alone, literally this week, he said, "I like him as a man, I like him as a player." But yeah, he won't give him a second out there on the pitch. Would I take Bruno Guimaraes and Nusa at Liverpool? Bruno could do a job, certainly. Don't know enough about, is it Antonio Nusa? I don't know enough about him, Peter, to give a valid opinion. Norwegian, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right with that one? But yeah, Bruno Guimaraes is a good player. But I'm not talking about Newcastle players anymore. They get very touchy when I mention a player, so I best not. I better err on the side of caution there. Why do we sell Doak if you ain't gonna use Chiesa? That's the answer. Money. Because we had to try to bring in as much as we could after what we spent as well in the summer to make it all kind of knit together and give us a bit of wiggle room going forward as well in the market. And I said to people for a long time, and again I got a lot of grief for it, but again I was proved right, that Ben Doak was always getting sold. I've been saying it for a year before he was sold. And people always want me to be wrong because they don't want a player they like moving on, and I get that. I totally get it, but it's always been my information that he was basically being fattened up from a playing sense to then make some money for the club. I don't agree with it because I think there's a player in there, but yeah, going back a long time, that's always been what I've been told. It's a win today, Craig. It'll be a comfortable today. Big display. I love it. We love that. True landscape, and thank you. I hope you're right. God, I could do with a good, comfortable victory. Be nice. Be nice to come back on for the late night agenda tonight, full of positivity. Don't forget Slot blocking young Rio's path. That's why he hasn't got him on the bench until we're 2-3-0 down. I know. Look, I've said it so many times. He's undermined his own season over and over again by limiting his own squad. That's why all of these things would be why I'm Arna out. But I'm not going to be toxic about it like I promised. I'll get toxic about it if we lose today very quickly. But, if he keeps picking up wins, I'm happy because I want Liverpool to chug along and win. No, Milner's not in the starting 11. For those asking, the lineup is Verbruggen, Wiefer, Van Heck, Dunk, Kadioglu, Hinchelwood, Baleba, Minta, Gruda, Gomez, and Rutter. That is the 11 for Brighton. Has Chiesa fell out with Salah? Don't know. All we know is that he won't play him. That's the only thing I can say for certain. So Curtis Jones makes his 200th appearance for Liverpool today. So congratulations to Curtis Jones on that one. Mike Keegan has just posted this to say Ian Rush spent 48 hours in intensive care earlier this week after suffering from the super flu outbreak. Thankfully, the Liverpool legend has responded well to treatment, is in good spirits and should be home for Christmas. Wishing Rushy a very, very speedy recovery. We often throw around the word legend when we're talking about Liverpool. Well, Ian Rush is as legendary as they come. So certainly echo those sentiments of Mike Keegan and hope he's home for Christmas and feeling better. Gio said Max starting again. He's been so poor. He has. I can't argue with you, mate. Let's give the Premier League champion Slot a proper chance to turn things around. It won't happen overnight. Owners aren't idiots. Klopp, FFP, top signings. Look, you make out like he's just came in the door. He, caused the downfall. And now he needs to fix it. I don't have the same sentiment as you do to him winning the Premier League. He won it, great. But that's last season. It's gone. We look forward. And you don't live... are we a small club? Is that what we're saying? That we win one thing and then we can write off a season after it? Sorry, that's not me, Robert. And that's not the way I want Liverpool to be. You win it and then you go win it again. Or you make a damn good fight of winning it again. Because it's been really frustrating to see both times we've won the Premier League, us be nowhere near it the following season. And this year it's more frustrating because, of course, we went out there and dropped a load of dough. So, I don't have the same goodwill as yourself to not just the manager, but to some of them players as well. It just hasn't been good enough this season, and I don't give a shite about excuses because they're just that. The standards are there and they should be hit. Look, I know that sounds like I'm harsh, but I am. We got to we got to start delivering season on season. We're supposed to build a squad to compete. That's 2 coffees done. We're coming around now. Ian, how are we, sir? Hey, Craig, it's John Cena's last match. Can you get a thank you in the chat? I'm sure you can. Hi, John Cena. Thank you for being a little pussy and bowing down to China when you hadn't got the balls to stand up for what you believe in. Thanks, John. There you go. I hope that one's okay for you, because that's how I feel about John Cena. Nusa, winger, national team, Norway. You'll see him in the World Cup next year. In my opinion, we should get him in before his value will increase. There you go. I have heard a lot about him, a lot of good things about him, Peter. I just don't know. Yeah, Connor's getting worried now because John Cena follows Connor on X. Not Anfield Agenda, Connor on X. Did that coffee touch the sides on the way down? No. Sean, I can't drink a hot coffee, mate, so, I let the coffee cool down before I gargle it like that. But yeah. John Cena is a legend, man. Yeah. He's a legend of bowing down and being a pussy. Absolutely. Legend. Legendary. Of all the pussies that have bowed down to dictators, John Cena's the best. Afternoon, Craig. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully the boys can carry some confidence from the Inter game into this one. Hopefully. It was a very good win. So yeah, let's hope we can, because, it'll be a damn good week. If you go away, beat Inter Milan, then you win at home. Honestly, I don't even think Cena was one of the better wrestlers. I don't. I wouldn't put him up there. I wouldn't put him up there personally, but hey-ho. Each to their own. I always found him a bit robotic, to be honest with you. Certainly no Stone Cold Steve Austin for me. It's not enough. Yeah, not enough character, but I guess each to their own, John Cena is amazing. Charity's done so much for Make-A-Wish. I never said he didn't. I never once said anything other than my opinion on John Cena. I'm not running the man down. I'm just giving you my take on him. As you said, he has done a lot of amazing work for kids in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. No denying that whatsoever, and I credit him sincerely for that. I just lost all the respect I had for him in that moment where he hadn't got the courage of his convictions. Simple as that. But like I said, 2 things can be right at once. I don't judge somebody wholly based off one thing. I am old enough and wise enough to see good and bad in everybody. That just felt like a moment for me that I didn't like to see. Mike said, "Afternoon, Craig. Hope you're well. Hopefully the boys can carry some confidence after the Inter game. Thank you, Mike. Back three if we sign Gay or Canade bench. I think we'd need more than just Gay if we're to go to a back three, in my opinion. I think you'd need 5 centre-backs to be doing that system. But I wouldn't be against it one bit. I wouldn't. And I think the personnel that we have would... yeah, I think it would suit, especially if you look at the wing backs that we have. You know, they're probably more natural wing backs than full backs, particularly on the right hand side. Jeff Hardy was my go. Oh, I love the Hardy boys. And Edge and Christian back in the day. The Dudley boys, lads. I'm a Dudley boy. Dudley boy person. Demon, get the tables. That was my childhood. Yeah, definitely. Undertaker, Mankind, cage match, or Hell in the Cell. Just epic stuff. Remember Shane O'Mac as well. Some of the stuff Shane McMahon's done has been ridiculous over the years, hasn't it? Like absolutely ballsy as feck for somebody who's not like, you know, has the money and doesn't really need to be out there doing it. Terrible take on Cena. I don't give a shite what you think about my take on Cena. Simple as that. You can love him all you want and I'll respect your opinion. But John Cena, for me, like I said, had no balls. And he put money over morals. And that's not the type of role model I would like my children looking at, personally. Somebody who, when it comes down to putting their convictions over their wallet, goes with their wallet. When you've already got more than enough. You know? It definitely felt like these are my convictions and these are my morals, but I have other ones if these ones don't work. I'm more of a Randy Orton man myself. Yes, I did love a bit of Randy Orton. I loved his intro song as well. How did we get talking about wrestling, by the way? Come on, it's football. For me, Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels are the GOATs, with CM Punk and Edge runners up. Never really able to get into CM Punk. To be honest. Wasn't really my cup of tea, but Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Edge as well. Edge and Christian, like they were the tag team. It was them, the Hardy Boys. When I was like in my late teens, early 20s, it was class. Afternoon, Craig. Been a while, said LFC Gamer Vlogs. Just had a lot of stuff going on, not being happy with slot recently, but today I'm back in the boys, hopefully get a win. Thank you, my friend. And like yourself, I hope we get a win today as well. Oh, Rey Mysterio. Oh, Rey Mysterio. 619's all over the shop. Yeah, Rey Mysterio was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But then again, you know, anybody with that Mexican lineage always brought it in the WWE. Always. But yeah, Rey Mysterio was absolutely incredible. Legion of Doom to David Massett. Yes. Yes, I remember the Legion of Doom with the big spiky shoulders. Don't mind Mr. 619. Big Batista as well. My wife has massive ladywood for Dave Batista. Like, she doesn't even hide it. Doesn't even pretend, like. Absolutely. Like, I know if she had her laminated list of 5, Batista's on that list. 100% my wife's. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Batista is to my wife what Mila Kunis is to me. Any good places to watch the game for free? I don't know, mate. I'm not saying that to be rude. I don't use any dodgy sites or anything like that. Eddie Guerrero, yeah. Tragedy when Eddie Guerrero died. Yeah, I couldn't believe when Eddie Guerrero died, actually. She couldn't get Batista and went for the next best thing. Something like that, yeah. She went for Blubtista instead of Batista. She got Blubtista. Josh said, first time I mentioned this, Craig, your tattoos are really cool, sir. I really need to get tattoos myself. Only thing that puts me off is the pain. Weirdly, and I don't think I'm on my own in saying this to you, mate. For me, when I get tattoos, and look, I haven't got any new ones in a long time, the pain was, it was a relaxing pain, if that makes sense, because you're solely focused on that. You're solely focused on one thing. And I found it was like mindfulness. It cleared my head. She got Stone Cold Steve Austin now. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Stone Cold Steve Autism. That's who she got. Somebody called me that on Twitter once when I said for the first time that I have autism. They called me Stone Cold Steve Autism, and I swear to God, it's my favorite bit of trolling that I've ever gotten. It was hilarious. And still to this day, it still makes me chuckle thinking about it. Trish Stratus. I'm not into blondes, but yeah, Trish Stratus was yeah. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I'm old enough to remember Brutus the Barber Beefcake. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Like, that was all Jake the Snake Roberts. That was all my era, like. Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior. Stone Cold Steve Autism was class. I thought it was brilliant. I did. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. You've won when you can laugh at the trolls. I've always said it, and I mean it. I genuinely appreciate a good troll. Like, I think there's an art to trolling, and people that get it right, that just don't go straight for the insult, but like have a layered bit of trolling. I think it's an art form, and I honestly appreciate it. It's just, when somebody comes in and goes, oh, what shampoo do you use? Like, that's the most basic bitch shit. I have no time for that, but, something original. I'm here for it. The feeling of euphoria when the tattoo is done is addicting. Yeah, and the spray, the cooling spray to clear off the ink. And it just refreshes your skin at that moment as it's going on. Yeah. And by the way, anybody who uses numbing gel is a pussy. If you're out there putting on numbing gel or cream before you get a tattoo, you're not doing it right. Come on. Craig had a poster of China on his bedroom wall. No, I really didn't. Muscly women ain't my thing, mate. I even said to my wife when she started going to the gym, don't you dare be coming back here with a six-pack. I don't want nothing to do with it. I just find it, I don't know, for me, muscly women, I just find it very off-putting. I like something to grab onto. Remember Stone Cold and Booker T, the supermarket? I don't know. I actually can't. I've probably just forgotten, to be honest, but... Right, folks, 28 minutes to go to kick off. Don't forget, if you can, please do hit that like button for us. How long did it take to finish your tattoos? Oh, God, I want to say... I'd say 40 hours in total, maybe. I'd say that's probably about right. About maybe 30 to 40 hours. Great lineup, win. God bless you and the family. Thank you, Sam. Right back at you, my friend. Right, what else we got? Here's some quotes ahead of the game from the manager, Arne Slot, on Salah being back in the squad. He said, of course, I'm happy with the situation. Otherwise, I would probably have done it differently. Like you said, back in the squad and on the bench today. Speaking about Isak being on the bench, Arne said, minor injury. Got a knock in both games, and the games come quite fast. There's also not much to choose from, so it's nice to have somebody off the bench who can impact the game. I have a few others who can do that as well. Florian Wirtz on how significant the win at Inter Milan was midweek. He said, of course, we're not in an easy situation at the moment, so it was important for the team spirit, for everything that we took the win over there. It was really good to win. Yes, it was. On what the team learned from the Inter game, Florian Wirtz said this, that we're still a top team, no matter what people say. We're just in a bit of a difficult moment, but we try everything to come out of this. I hope we can do the next step today. Wirtz on other players and getting to know each other a little bit more said, yeah, I think every game it's getting a little bit better. Hopefully we find each other on the pitch, come in good situations to score goals. This is also a process. We have to keep going. We're all in this together and try to be the best team that we can. Maybe it takes a little bit more, but we are in a good way. And on Brighton, Wirtz said this, I didn't play against them until now, but I could hear from my teammates and they're a good team and they play good football. Always try to give passes and don't play so many long balls. We have to press them really well. It'll be a tough game, but the manager gave us good advice on how we should be on the pitch, so I think that we're ready. So a couple of quotes there ahead of the game from the lads, and thank you, Keane, for sending them on to me. Minter one to watch for the future on that right wing spot. Yeah, his name has certainly come up in conversation. I just don't see... I haven't seen enough from Minter yet to convince me that he's ready. I'm at the gym next to my work 5 days a week, said El Stew. The vending machine is cheap. Good. Good man. It's probably the closest I'll come as well. If you could bring back one of the Suarez, Mana and Firmino, who would you bring back and why wouldn't you pick the other ones? I'd pick Suarez just simply because it's Suarez and he could nutmeg a mermaid. So always Suarez, but Bobby would have been a close second. And honestly, I would happily have any of those gentlemen that you've mentioned, Suarez, Mane and Firmino, and I think the team would be all the better for it because they're all brilliant. All of them. Loved each and every one of them. And they all had their own unique traits that made them a star. So, yeah, honestly, all of them. But Suarez would probably be the first one I'd pick. What happens if we lose or draw today? We don't win. Sorry. It depends again on the manner of it. Like in theory, I'd like to say I'd be upset about it, which I probably would, but it would depend on the manner of it. Yeah, man, it depends how it came about. Is there any player from the Premier League or a different league you'd like to see become a Liverpool player? Of course. Yeah, plenty. Michael Olise would be, right up there at the top of the list. That Lamine Yamal young lad looks all right. Breaking news, I think he's going to be a good player. No, but honestly, probably Olise. Caicedo. I love Caicedo in this team as well. I wouldn't say no to Declan Rice to drop him into that midfield either. Basically, I think we need a DM and a good wide player. Centre back, there's plenty of them out there, so I trust the club to find one. But yeah, if I had one choice, it'd probably be Olise or a very good DM. Why is Macca playing Craig? Real talk, he's not been that good lately. Well, you're not wrong. He hasn't been that good lately. And I think the only thing I can think of is that the manager wants a very industrious middle of the park today. And like I said, it feels like he's sacrificing width. So, we've got 4 midfielders in the middle of the park. And you would hope that the work ethic and the energy levels will be there. That's all I can think of, really, because, it is somewhat limiting in the way that we play, but it also, as we've seen away against Inter Milan, it can make us a bit more difficult to play through. So, that would be my best guess. I don't think it's Mo's last game, as I feel they would start him if it was. They wouldn't start him whether it was his last game or not if Arnold didn't think it was best for the team. Like, think about that logically. If this was guaranteed to be Salah's last game, let's say, why would you play him if you didn't think he was going to do the job you wanted on the pitch? Because ultimately, if he's gone, well, your legacy's still on the table here as a manager. So you'd probably just bring him off the bench. Now, I don't know if it's his last game or not, the Wonder Man. I haven't got a clue. My gut feeling, I don't think this situation's over. I made a prediction about 3 weeks ago that I think as the AFCON gets closer, and in fact I actually thought it would happen when he was at the AFCON, I thought the snidiness would start then. It happened a little bit sooner than I expected, but honestly, I don't think this is over by a long way. I think when he goes off to the AFCON, interviews are going to ramp up, more stuff's going to come out, and my gut feeling is that he leaves. Because whatever way we look at it, this is the 4th game in a row that he's been available, that he's been on the bench. And ultimately, he won't be happy with that. Again, not saying it's not the right decision. I'm just telling you how I think he'll view it. Stevie Boy, how are we, mate? 19 months as well with us, Stevie Boy. Thank you for your membership, bro. Appreciate you. Has Mo been picked to say farewell to the fans? Honestly, I don't know. You know, I don't know if anybody would be able to give you a definitive answer one way or the other. For me, haven't got a clue, mate. Haven't got a clue. Like I said, my gut feeling is I think he eventually does leave in January, but no idea. So let's have a look at the poll where we did ask, do you think this will be Salah's last game? And it's quite close, so we'll let it go a little bit longer. If you haven't voted, please do. Still time. We're asking, do you think this will be Salah's last game? Anfield Road said, lovely shirt. Thank you, bro. It's a new tracksuit top that came out a week or two ago. Jumped to straight away. As soon as I seen it, I had to get straight on and get it. I love it. It's really good quality as well. So I'd say if you're thinking about getting it, definitely worth the investment because it feels very, very well made. Hey, match chat, Coventry match, hope win for both. Well, enjoy, Ella, enjoy. Certainly, like I said, Ella, you're going to be in trouble next season if Coventry come up, split loyalties and all that, my friend. But hope you're well and Merry Christmas to you. Salah on the team is just to have a good end, said FC Pitchside. I haven't got a clue, mate. Look, we know he said his parents are going to be there today. We know what he said in the interview after the Leeds game about the Brighton game. We know what's been said and written in the media from everybody. We've all had our say on it. But we're still none the wiser as to what really happens, are we? You know, after all the talking back and forth and everybody and their grandmother having an opinion, we're still none the wiser as to what way this is going to actually play out. Did you hear about FIFA currently stopping ticket sales? FIFA are scumbags. Absolute fucking scumbags. And you know I'm not wrong. Look, I'm glad to see the pushback from all around the world on this. They're taking the working people's game and bastardizing it to rinse maximum profit. And the most important thing that you and all need to remember in this is FIFA are a non-profit organisation, which means any money that they get, they reinvest back into the game. And that's what they hide behind. That's what they hide behind. But they also block book suites and hotels in every city. They also live lives like kings at your expense. They also swan around cozying up to politicians in every country when football's supposed to be, you know, not a political thing. I have no time for them. Scumbags, each and every one of them. And they're destroying our game. How can you make a World Cup 5 times more expensive than the last World Cup? 5 times more expensive for a fan. And I'm talking about going through your football association and getting your tickets that you've earned from credits, going home and away, supporting your country. To then get fleeced to go to the World Cup after going to far-flung shitty places, you know, all over the world, following your country. So you've done the hard yards, you've served your time, you've supported home and away, and then FIFA go, fuck you, 5 times more expensive. Like if you're a German, English, Spanish, French fan, and you've a good chance of your team going all the way to the World Cup final, you're going to have to pay about just shy of £7,000 for the cheapest tickets to follow your team through the World Cup without hotels, without travel. It's a piss take. It's an absolute piss take. You know, like I said, Qatar World Cup was 5 times cheaper. FIFA promised when the bidding process happened, I've seen this on Sky last night, when the bidding process happened, FIFA said the ticket prices were going to be between $38 and $90 something per ticket, all the way through to the final. Now that we're here, cheapest ticket for the final, face value was over £3,000. That's scumbag behaviour. And you're just fleecing the fans of the game and playing on their emotions. It's not alright. And people said, Craig, that's what the Super Bowl's like. Fair enough. Doesn't mean it's right. You know, this is football. This is the people's game. And they're just fleecing the people. It's disgusting. Hey again, Craig. For your information, yes, your top is on the Adidas app. It wasn't on the right way when it came out, but it is there now. Nice. Good. Hopefully you can get it then, John, and don't have to pay those tariffs, bro. But it's lovely. It really is a nice top. You'll feel like you've got some value. They forget that us fans pay them. Exactly. You know, it's disgusting. It really is. Like, it's over the top nonsense. And also, I think each one of your associations, whichever country you support, I think you get something like 8% of the allocation per stadium per game. Something tiny like that. 8% for each country. That's crazy. Like, what? 8%? That's not great, is it? Not 20, 25, 8%. Is the top short sleeve or do you have sleeves rolled up? Oh no, it's a tracky top. Fully long sleeves, as you can see. Like, yeah, full long sleeve. I can't wear cuffs. It's kind of an autism thing, I think. But I can't wear my cuffs down. It just restricts my arms and it feels weird. So yeah, even if you see me out and about, the odds are I'll probably have my sleeves rolled up. Everyone was so fast to bag out Slot. You seem to forget earlier this year, we're all saying how good Slot was. And were we? Were we, mate? Were we? Were we? Were we? Or are you just wanting to be a prick? Were we? You seem to forget, mate, that we won the first 5 games and then fell off a cliff. You seem to forget that this man has taken the team through its biggest slump in about 60 years. You seem to forget that the ambition was to win the league and the cup this year. That's what you seem to forget, Mr. I'm better than everybody else. So how about dropping your arrogance and coming in with a bit of fucking humility if you want a conversation? Rather than you all seem to forget, I'm a super fan. No, you're not. You're an arsehole. Can I speak Irish? Cúpla focal. And I do mean cúpla focal. Gamer Almond. Hey Craig, whatever we may feel about the Salah situation, he has to get the best farewell Liverpool has given. So, yeah, but that's the thing about today is we don't know the definitive, right? We don't know what's happening, bro. So I would completely agree with you. Whenever that time comes, couldn't agree more. Deserves the big send off, the full shebang. But we don't know if today's that day, which is what makes it very weird for us all. If this is Mo's last game, I want all of us to remember the great things he's done for the club and not demonise him. This man deserves all of our respect. Love you, Craig. Thank you, bro. Look, I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Like I said, we don't know what's happening at the minute, which is what makes it difficult. Connor, who has known me now for over 8 years, has said, never seen your arms covered. And he's known me for 8-9 years now. People think I do it to show off my tattoos because I'm that, much of an arsehole. But honestly, it's not. It's just to do with the cuffs on tops. My son's the same. My son hates having cuffs. My son gets home from school and he's straight into pajama bottoms, no top. That's how he goes around the house. Like, it must be an autism thing, I don't know. LFC Gamer Vlog said, trolls have selective memory. They only remember the negatives. They're not worth anyone's energy. Now, they just come in to try to make themselves feel better and us inferior. That's all they do. And it's so tiresome and it's so boring and it's so unoriginal, you know? Same as all the arseholes on Twitter. So, you know, you're a fake fan, you're a plastic fan, I'm the best, super fan this, da-da-da-da, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. It's just the argument of idiots. Garrett said, a lot of people are saying Slot was a genius the first few months. To drop off since Paris has been worrying, perhaps proof that he is not. Look, whether he is or isn't, results are what counts, right? And it is a results business. So ultimately, how we feel about the manager is going to be dictated a lot by the results. And the results this season have been nothing short of diabolical. But I'm sure we all want it to turn around, you know, and if it does turn around, I know my chat, they'll say, well done, Arna. But, you know, we can't just stick our fingers in our ears and pretend everything's great week on week when it isn't. But, you know, if it turns back around, happy days, we all win. We all win. Slot being shite since March 2025. Lucky not to go, said Sonder. Look, the fall off, yes. Or at least the inconsistency started end of last season. What's your fan base, age demographic? I'm 17 and love your content. Age-wise, do you know what? I don't know. Let me have a quick check for you. I can tell you country by country which one it is. It's UK, America, Ireland, South Africa are the top 4 countries for us. But age-wise, let me have a check because I honestly don't know. Let me quickly check. Right, where's the age demographic? So our highest demographic is 25 to 34. We have just under 25% of our audience are 25 to 34. Our next highest with 21% is 35 to 44. Next highest 45 to 54, 18.3. Then 55 to 64, 13.4, and 18 to 24, 11.6. So you would be in one of the lower age demographics, mate, that watch the channel. Most of ours are 25 upwards. The colours on the jacket reminds me of the 2010 black and gold away kit. Used to have that shirt with Agger on the back, but it got too small. I remember the shirt you're on about. Yeah, look, I thought, when you look at this on the website, it looks much lighter than it is in real life when it comes. And that's what made me happy. Like, as I seen it on the players, and it looked lovely and dark. But then on the website, I thought, that looks, more like a light grey. But in person, it's lovely. It's a very dark grey / black. Poseidon said, I wouldn't boo Mo myself, but like Craig, I can't tell people if they can or can't. However, and whenever he leaves, he'll be remembered for his goals and trophies, not for the fallout. Absolutely. And look, there's absolutely zero part of me that thinks he's going to get anything other than a great reception. Craig, is Mo gone in January? I think so. I really don't know, old man to go, but my gut would probably edge slightly towards more likely that he does go than, ask me a week after he leaves for the AFCON, I'll probably have a far better understanding, mate, about where he's at. No, Fede, again, feel bad for the guy, said Azor. I'm right there with you, my friend. And thank you for your 2 months with us as a member as well. But yeah, I can't get it at this point. And what really gets me is the manager coming out publicly and saying, I like him as a player, I like him as a man. I mean, who's he trying to kid? My friends are cooking me at school. They're Arsenal and Madrid fans mostly. Arsenal fans have no right to cook anybody. For the love of God, mate. Arsenal fans have no right to cook anybody. They're trophy dodgers. So don't worry about Arsenal fans. And Madrid fans aren't fans. They're just fickle, entitled arseholes. And you can tell them I said that. Simple as. Madrid fans are a cancer on football. Absolutely. Not all of them, of course, but the ones online that we have to deal with. Absolute cocky, arrogant, entitled arseholes. And Arsenal fans, like I said, you can just tell the trophy dodgers to come back to you when they've won something significant. Mythical returns. Can't watch the game, but watching the stream. Can I have a coffee? As always, hoping we can build on the Inter result. Up the Reds. What about Chelsea? Again, inconsistent. Certainly have more right to banter you about some trophies than Arsenal do. But I don't actually know that many Chelsea fans, to be honest with you. Look, Chelsea have had their own way of doing things that has brought them short-term success, but not much sustainable success since Mourinho. But, they don't go very long without a trophy. Whatever you think about Chelsea, they do pick up silverware. What are you dragging me? No, what are you dragging me on? I was reading two comments. One, wife dragging me shopping. And the second one is, what are you watching on? So I ended up with, what are you dragging me on? I'm watching on Premier Sport here in Ireland. Thankfully, it's it's on here, so I'm good to be able to watch it legally. Right, I need your help. We've 153 likes to get in 4 minutes. So if you can, please do hit that like button for me. We got to get us up over 1,000 likes before the stream starts. Let's end the poll. Do you think this is Salah's last game? It is so close. 53% said they do think it's Mo's last game. 47% think it's not. So as you can see, everyone's very much split on it. Anfield Road said, Craig, how do you think we set up today with 5 midfielders in the side? Love the streams and praying for a win. This club is my outlet. It's been tough with this form. I'm right with you on everything you've said. I think it'll be a 4-4-2 diamond with Wirtz playing as a second striker. But, I am guessing. So, let's have a look when they're out there and we're actually a minute or two into the game. We can kind of see where they're at. Do you know what, lads? I haven't had a whoo in ages. I feel like there's a few whoos waiting to come out. So hopefully we get a chance to, I don't know, bring out a few Ric Flairs today. All right, tampon hit. James, how are we, mate? Hey, Craig, love your channel. Can you please enlighten why Robbo and Isak aren't starting? Isak has a knock, and Robbo, I think he's just rotating after all the games. And I actually think Kirkes is the right choice for today. When you've got no width and you've got extra midfielders in the team, for me, you got to get that width from the fullbacks, and the fullbacks have got to have the energy to get up and down. Robbo's played a lot of football recently, and is, getting no younger, so I understand Kirkes on the left if he's going to give him license to get up and down. When Robbo played against Inter Milan, it was Gomez that was given the license to be further forward, and Robbo was kind of halfway house. So that's my best guess at it. I think Dom and Flo is at 2 10s behind Ekatike. I don't know. I don't know, Adam. Let's wait and see, mate. Let's wait and see. Right, let's go through the 11s really quickly before we get on the way. Starting off with Brighton, it's Verbruggen, Wiefer, Kadioglu, Dunk, Van Heck, Hinsherwood, Baleba, Minta, Gruda, Gomez, and Jorginho Ruter. Thank you, Sabrina. Are you going gym soon?
Yeah.
Cool. For Liverpool, it's Alisson, then Joe Gomez at right back, Milos Kerkez at left back, Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk are your centre backs. Midfield of McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai and Jones, and then Wirtz and Ekitike. We're not exactly sure of the formation, but you know, we'll adhere to figure that one out as quick as we can. Anfield looking glorious, as it always does. Is it just me, or is Szoboszlai on the right not as good as in the middle? But he provides protection. That's why he's there. You know, he provides some protection on that right-hand side. Samsung said, I'm loving the jacket, Craig, really. Thanks, mate. I'm delighted with it. I've liked a lot of the stuff Adidas have brought out for Liverpool this year. And the old bank account has suffered because of it. But thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'd definitely say, you know, if you're thinking about it yourself, grab it. It's lovely. And very good quality. Very good quality. Right, folks, we are playing right to left. Or has he switched us? Oh, I think they've switched us, have they? Let's have a look. No, we're attacking the Annie Road end first half, which is good. Brighton in their purple strip, Liverpool in their all red strip as always. Don't forget, do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the stream if you're new, and we are underway, folks. We are underway. Ball goes back, and the keeper launches it long upfield, left hand side, of course, doing the decent thing. Konate loses out on the first header, but Virgil wins the second. Right, now let's try to figure this out. So at the minute, Jones is the more advanced of the midfielders as they go back to their goalkeeper who clears it long, and it goes out for a Liverpool throw-in on this near side, which Kerkez looks to get on with quickly. Wirtz. It's cleared by Brighton. Craig Pawson, the referee today, by the way. Here we go. Ekitike, 1-0. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Hugo Ekitike, first minute, 1-0. Gets in. Oh. Hugo Ekitike. Oh. Come and join the show. Oh. Woo! We love that. We love that. So they make a mess of a clearance cross field. Headers won by Gomez, and then it goes into the path of Hugo Ekitike, who unleashes a vicious strike into the top of the goal. One touch, bang on the volley, straight down the keeper's throat. Gomez shown good courage there as well, because he took a clatter as he headed it. But then Hugo Ekitike with the finish, and the Reds are 1-0 up inside the first minute. It's been a while since we've said that, right? Yes, Hugo. There we go. We'll take that, folks. We'll take that. Chad said, hey-oh. Oh, what a start. What a start. Right, Jones. Gravenberch, back to Virgil. He pings one across to Konate. Konate takes a touch. Liverpool can't keep it in, though. And it goes out for a Brighton throw. Come on, boys, face up. And look, there's the camera panning to Mo straight away. Lads, just stop it. Stop it. Just let us Liverpool fans enjoy the game. Stop trying to torture us by focusing on Mo every 2 minutes. Right, I'll sync up now for you. We're coming up to 3 minutes. Obviously, the goal stopped us from syncing up. We are now at 3 minutes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Early lead. Let's keep it. Said I'm the Oyster King. Yes, please do. Come on, Liverpool, said Riley. How are we, Riley? And you never walk alone as well. Oh, what a start, lads. What a start. Jones. Whoop whoop. Virgil. Back to Curtis. Nothing on, so he goes back inside. It looks to me like Wirtz is playing. Where is he playing? Is he playing in behind? I don't. This is a tough one to figure out, lads, because it does look like Mac is closest to Ekitike. Jerome, sorry, mate, I missed your super chat. My apologies, sir. I think I was in the middle of the celebration. Frimpongra Chiesa when Salah goes to AFCON. Well, it ain't going to be Chiesa. I think we all know that. So, I don't know if we're going to play with wingers, is the honest answer, mate. Again, apologies for missing it initially. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to play with wingers, because if we can get both strikers fit, we may just stick with playing two strikers up top and midfielders in behind. 5-0, let's go. Start clicking, said Itachi. Thank you, bro. Well, look, I'll take a 5-0, I'll take a 3-0, I'll take a 2-0. Jones, out to Gravenberch. Cross in. Defended by Brighton, who managed to keep it in play, and Prosopper going out for a corner kick. Jerome, apologies again, mate. I didn't see it. I must have just missed it initially when I was celebrating the goal. But never be afraid, mate, to give me a nudge if I do miss your super chat. And thank you again. Right, Bright now on the attack with Minta. Throw in to Brighton, which they will probably go long with by the looks of it. Nope, they go short. Come on, boys. Clear the second ball. Oh, Minta. Strike. Blocked. Brighton still in possession. Liverpool forced them back. Van Heck. They now move it out left-hand side. Kadioglu. Back to Van Heck. Good. Liverpool step in and win the ball now. Ekitike on the counter left side. He's got zero support with him. Well done, Wirtz. Well done, boys. Come on. Good. Good energy levels to start this game. Kirkes to Jones. Across to Canade. His ball's fizzed through the middle, but it ricochets back to Curtis Jones. Gravenberch. Maka. Strike. It's a weak little tiddler of a strike, but again, good build-up play, boys. So, if anyone's looking for the channel, I'm watching it on Premier Sport in Ireland. So, that's all I can help you with here. Right, Van Heck. Again, Brighton playing it across their back line. It's definitely McAllister who's playing more advanced. It looks like Wirtz is playing left side of the midfield. McAllister and Jones have almost played like a double pivot. If one drops deeper, the other goes forward to back up the striker. It's definitely at the moment Maka up there and Wirtz dropping into the left side of midfield. Brighton playing it down our left. Van Dijk puts it out. It drops actually to Wirtz nicely. Jones. Left-footed ball trying to switch the play. Ekitike manages to keep it in on the far side. Good football. Dom. Unlucky. Ekitike tried a little touch around the full back, but Brighton got enough men back. It's now back with their keeper. If you haven't seen the goal, it was just very good from Joe Gomez to win the ball. Brighton played the ball basically across their own penalty area. Joe Gomez does well to get a header into the path of Hugo Ekitike, who takes one touch and just rifles a shot above the keeper's head. Too quick for him before the keeper knew it was in the net. And the Reds had the lead inside 1 minute. Come on, boys. Build on this now. Brighton now going straight through the middle, but it's overhit and it goes all the way through to Alisson Becker. Come on, boys. Come on. Someone said, I know Joe Gomez has never scored. Is this his first assist? No. No, Joe Gomez had, I don't know exactly how many, but plenty of assists. Canade. Bit of a heavy touch, but he manages to lunge in and win the ball back. Szoboszlai now. I don't know how Craig Pawson didn't see that he was nicked from behind there on the way through. Why else would Szoboszlai just fall down running away from his man? Van Heck through the middle. Second ball, Brighton win it. Well done. Good covering, Joe Gomez. Gravenberch tries to play it out left side. Ball's kept in play though by Curtis Jones. Now Brighton have it. Strike from distance, dragged wide, goal kick Liverpool. Can you explain the goal? Yeah, so Brighton had the ball in the right back position and they play it across their own penalty area. It's about 25 yards out. Joe Gomez steps in and wins a header. And that header goes through to Hugo Ekitike, who takes a touch and then just rifles a shot straight into the roof of the net. Alisson. Maka, he plays it around the corner to Canade. What do I think about Minter to Liverpool? I don't think he's good enough at the moment, to be honest with you. Well, he's definitely got something about him, Yakuba Minter, but I just don't think he's there yet. There's certainly, in my opinion, better options. Ball played down the right side now to Szoboszlai. He pulls it back. Oh, Wirtz unlucky. He tries to take a touch past the defender, but they get a foot in. Now it's Brighton's chance to counter. They move it out left side. Liverpool press comes on. Brighton go back to Van Heck. What Salah did may not have been the right thing, but acting like he hasn't done anything for the club or nothing. His AFCON failures was cheap, especially with the tissues were all around, not just slot. You said issues. I don't know why I said tissues, bro. Sorry. We're all around, not just slot. I never said... I don't know who you're trying to retort to because, like I said, mate, I don't know. Is it Carragher talking about the AFCON stuff? I don't know. Look, ultimately, I think it boils down to this. Can I understand why he was frustrated? Yes. Do I think he has a divine right to start? No. And I do think he did the wrong thing. Speaking out publicly like he did. And I think the club had to back the manager on it. You know, and that would apply to anybody, not just Salah. Jacko said, not going to lie, I'm starting to get worried about Isak. I wouldn't say you're on your own, bro. I wouldn't say you're on your own because I would have hoped to have seen a bit more progression from him at this point than we have seen. And at the moment, he looks really unsharp, like very unsharp. Even if some of his first touches are worrying me. Minta now for Brighton. Lovely reverse ball and Ali makes a huge save. That could have easily been 1-1. Well done, Alisson. Minta plays a lovely reverse ball. straight behind our defence. Look, the run. Gomez, nobody tracking the runner. And thankfully Alisson comes out, makes himself big, or else that would have been 1-1 from Gomez. It's frustrating how easy that was and how nobody tracked the runner. Minta again now. Goes past Kirkes and then overruns the ball. Goal kick Liverpool. Again, camera pans to Salah. That's twice now in the first 14 minutes. I'm getting really fed up of these cameramen. We want to watch the game. Like, we know Salah's on the bench. They're just gaslighting us. Oh, unlucky. Great work, Joe. Joe does really well down the right-hand side, gets to the byline, keeps it in play, pulls it back towards the edge of the box to Hugo Ekitike, who's at a very difficult angle, and he tries to steer the shot towards the top corner, but it goes high and wide. But great work from Joe Gomez down the right. Ekitike is the only new signing that fits in Liverpool. No, he's not. Verts does as well, mate. As does Kirkes. The only one that, as was mentioned, that really I think we have to figure out yet is Isak. But right now, if we were to say which one of our two strikers looks like the £125 million striker, it isn't Isak, is it? You know, Ekitike, I know Isak has a knock, but you'd have to say Ekitike be starting on merit as well. He's been by far and away the best signing we've made so far, the most impactful signing we've made so far. I'm not sure on Frimpong. Yeah, we haven't really had much of a chance to see much of Jeremy Frimpong. Uh-oh. Minta. Again, Brighton are getting plenty of opportunities here. This time it was Jorginho, excuse me. Plenty of opportunities for Brighton. They're they're certainly causing us problems. There was a foul there on Canade, which would be to free out, but yes, it's certainly not straightforward. Frimpong should be back quickly. Not too long now. There's Cody Gakpo. Ah, little baby. Adorable. How cute is that kid? Virgil pings one out left side looking for Kirkes, who does well, wins the header. Well done, Milos. Wirtz plays one looking for Hugo, a little bit too much on it, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Brighton. Brighton again, play it out quickly. Now they have it. They're attacking our right-hand side. Ball played into the middle where they've got a bit of space now. Switched up, well done, Milos. Second balls though, lads. Come on. Brighton have it back. Good challenge. Canade has it. He rolls it in. Left side now to Hugo Ekitike. It was a bit of space. Cuts inside past Van Eyck. Goes past another one and then runs out of pitch. Plays it off the Brighton player, and Brighton have it back in the right back position. Wilster said, we have to be honest, with Trent gone, the balance is off. It'll take time to adapt. I think that's fair, mate. I think that's fair. Certainly, you're right about the balance being off since he's left. I can't argue with you on that one. Brighton now again on the attack. Kirkes jumps in with a challenge. And then Jones, comes away with the ball. Maka, lovely little flick. Now Ekitike down the left. Reverse it into Maka. Maka, attack the near post, Maka. I've had to slow it up because there wasn't many up there with Ekitike. But again, good work. Jones, Kirkes. Save of the flavour. Love the jacket craze is the newer one. Yeah, it only came out over the last 10 days, I think. There's a sweatshirt, a jersey, and a pair of tracky bottoms. I just got this, but yeah, it is new and it's lovely. I really like it. Wirtz. Jones. Out to Canade. Joe Gomez now. Ibu. Jones. Virgil. Wirtz. Man on. Maka. Again, good football, lads. Good football. Jones, he gets away with that. Fizzed one into Gravenberch, but luckily the rebound went our way. Canade now. Right-hand side. Far side of the pitch. 1-2 with Hugo Ekitike, then gives it out to Dominic Szoboszlai. Curtis Jones to Virgil. Everybody from Liverpool except Alisson inside the Brighton half now. Jones, centre circle, out to Canade. It looks like Liverpool are trying to draw Brighton onto them here. Wirtz, man on. Drives into the penalty area. Little back heel to Ekitike. Oh, unlucky. Ekitike drags his shot across the front of goal and wide. Well done, boys. Good football again. People in the chat really fucking get me. Our football still sucks. Does it? We're winning 1-0 and we're playing decently. So, I don't know what to say to you, lad. Jesus Christ. It's not FIFA, like. You have to earn the right to win games of football. It's the Premier League and we're winning. It's been better. We're still open. We're still giving up chances, but the intensity's been good. The work rate's been good. There's been better movement. Curtis Jones. Virgil, back to Jones. Ali. Back to Virgil. The Wirtz. Come on. Nobody shows from. Joker Gaming, how are we, mate? We have started well. Love the tracksuit, mate. Thank you, Joe. And we've started all right. But look, being honest, mate, we are still giving up some chances. But, you know, I'll take a 1-0 lead this early every day of the week. Do you know what's funny? Do you remember, regular viewers of the channel will know, for years people say to me, Craig, why aren't you wearing Liverpool stuff? Why aren't you wearing Liverpool stuff? And I always told you it was because I didn't like the Nike stuff. I hope since we've gone back to Adidas, you've seen that, you know, I am just not a fan of a lot of Nike's clothing. Ever since we went to Adidas, I've been, I think, God, I must have spent, and I'm not exaggerating, I must have spent $1,000 on Adidas stuff between myself and my son and my missus. Well done, Jones wins the ball back in midfield. Out wide right to Gomez. So far, so good. Good to be leading for once. It absolutely is, my friends. It absolutely is. Yeah, I'll take a first-minute lead rather than the first minute conceding of a goal. Fingers crossed that we can keep it up. Honestly, I'm wishing we didn't waste time on Isak and spent more on centre-back depth. Look, if we can get Isak right, you know, what a collection of forwards we have. But I do appreciate where you're coming from. I just think if we can get it to a point where we have got both of our centre forwards confident, I think we have incredible options. Gomez here, Not looking good for Joe. This could fuck up everything. Because we've got no right backs. Joe Gomez has gone down. I don't really know what it is. He's just kind of gone down. There's no obvious reason for it. Remember, we've got no right back today. No Bradley, no Frimpong. Bradley suspended. Frimpong still working his way back from injury. Showing a replay of Ekatike's goal and what a lightning finish that was. Calvin Ramsey is there, I guess, being the natural one from the bench. We've no senior right backs, but Calvin Ramsey's there. So the Liverpool bench, Marmadashvili, Woodman, Isak, Salah, Chiesa, Robbo, Ramsey, Ngamoa and Lucky. So if Joe goes off, you'd imagine you'd go for Calvin Ramsey, but Salah's coming on. Salah's coming on. So he's obviously going to drop Jones or Szoboszlai into right back, and Salah's coming on. Come on, Mo. Lucky Joe. Right, so obviously we're going to be dropping someone back into right back, and Mo's coming on into midfield. And hopefully this isn't serious for Joe. Here comes Mo. Come on, boys. I have to say, and I must have said this 50 times now, but nobody carries the Adidas long kit better than Mo. It looks like it's tailor-made for him, doesn't it? Soon as that kit was released, just seeing him and Wirtz, both of them in the long sleeve red home shirt, it just hits different, doesn't it, when Salah and Wirtz have that long sleeve. Right, so Szoboszlai's gone into the right back position. Salah's again drifted out to the right side, so it seems like it's Salah right side midfield, Szoboszlai back to right back. Interesting. Maka suits it really well too. Yeah. This subfield staged. Does it? I don't know, Oliver. I can't see that, mate. Here's Salah now on the ball. Slips it in. Maka pulls it back. Oh, unlucky, boys. Unlucky. Should have been number 2. But Bruggen comes out and smothers it. Good football. Salah slips it into McAllister. McAllister back there. Salah with a smile on his face. Come on, boys. Ball played in. Salah right hand side. Maka makes the run. Salah slips him in. Pulls it back then. Looking for Ekatike. But Verbruggen just about gets down on it. Good football, boys. Come on. Please tell me how you're watching the match. Do they show 3 p.m.s in Ireland? Yes, they do. They show 1 3 p.m. And I got lucky again that it's Liverpool on Premier Sport. Yeah, we don't have the blackout that the UK have. Ball over the top. Alisson comes right out to the edge of his area. Well done, Ali. Flings it out to Jones. Come on, boys. Jones, the Wirtz. Wirtz inside. Gravenberch out to Jones. Connor, if you're watching, can we get a poll on? Do you think the sub is staged? Because there's a few people who've mentioned it. Chad said, what's the deal with the ladies wearing the facial hair they keep showing? I agree on the stage sub. I've no idea on the facial hair thing, man. I haven't got a clue. On the sub, I don't know. I don't feel that pessimistic or cynical that it's a stage sub. Now, there's a poll for you. Do you think the sub is staged? I don't, for what it's worth. I could be very dangerous one wasting a substitution. Yeah. Okay, I understand Joe went down very strangely, but again, it could have been anything. Szoboszlai, Salah, slips it in. Lovely ball to Wirtz. Hugo! Oh! Unlucky. That is wonderful football, boys. Wonderful football. Unlucky. That's some lovely football. At pace as well. Ekitike. The Wirtz. Wirtz to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Salah. Salah back into Wirtz. Wirtz across to Ekitike. First time volley. 6 inches wide of the far post. Lovely football. That's it, boys. More of that, please. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Both teams 5 shots, 1 on target. The Reds, of course, with the goal. Some really good football. We've been missing some of that. Brighton now on the attack. Again, Liverpool get bodies around and win it back. Lovely, lovely boys. Now the camera's pinning the Isak on the bench. Jesus, give it a break, cameraman, will you? Virgil. Oh, Gravenberch. He's fortunate Virgil gets back into position. Ali back to Virgil. Come on, boys. 31 minutes almost on the clock. The Reds leading by a first minute Ekitike goal to 0. I didn't know you couldn't sing, Craig. No, I haven't been able to sing for quite a long time. I just enjoy barking out words. Strike! Yee! Take your point there, Dom. Take your point. Goal kick, Brighton. Yes, I'm a horrendous singer, mate, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. I have to say, it definitely feels like the lads have showed up to play today. It's been some nice football. Certainly a higher intensity. This is more like us. Craig, I do wish it was a stage sub for one reason, that Gomez isn't injured, but I highly doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. The only reason the poll's up is because 2 or 3 different people had mentioned it, and I just said, look, I don't think it is, but let's see. It does make no sense to me to have a stage sub. None. You have a lovely voice, Craig, for real. Thank you. Appreciate you, Kilo. I wish my wife would lie to me as much as you do. And I mean that in a loving way. Thank you. Look, I'm just happy we're winning. Here's a weird one, right? Here's a weird one. Is it almost weird I don't want us to go 2-0 up? Because 2-0 makes me fucking nervous. You know, I'd rather we got 2 and then a quick third. Because 2-0, you know, we know that's a scoreline that makes us all nervous this season. Chad said Salah's much better when he passes around the defender. I would agree. And not into his legs. I would agree, Chad. Box Will, thank you, bro. Over 2 years with us as a member, Box Will. Thank you, mate. Absolute legend. Beautiful football. Look, it's been good. It's been nice. Been some beautiful bits of movement from the front line since Mo came on, especially. You know, since Mo's come on, it feels like everyone's confidence has stepped up a step. You know, Salah's playing some nice little 1-2s. Free kick Liverpool there. Salah plays the ball, but it comes off the Brighton player's arm. It'll be a free kick to the Reds, wide right position. That move from us felt like Liverpool, the Ekatike curler, like when we missed the goal, but we're still smiling ear to ear because of the move. I really, really wish we keep this up. Totally agree, Sahil. It was beautiful, man. That's the type of football that makes your soul sing, like, and also makes this idiot sing. But I agree entirely. That's us. That's the Liverpool way. Right, Szoboszlai. Free kick. Now, don't hit the first man, mate. For the love of God, don't hit the first man. Cross in. And it's a corner to Liverpool. Ball in. I don't know who it came off. Let's have a look. So cross comes in. Maka makes the connection. Does it come off a Brighton player? Let's have a look. I think it did, actually. I think it came off almost both of them at the same time. And it is a Liverpool corner. Szoboszlai to take it on the near side. He loves the fucking near post, Dom, doesn't he? And then we lose Brighton or counter it. It was a 3-on-3, but Liverpool have got bodies back. And Brighton make a mess of it. Overhit it. It's a goal kick. I don't like these near post balls from Dom. I just don't like them. We've had no luck from them. Craig, what Fire Stick you use for Saturday matches? I don't. I've never used Fire Stick for content, mate. I pay for all of our content legally. And Saturday matches in Ireland, there's no blackout. So I'm watching it on Premier Sport. But even when we can't get games in Ireland, I have a DAZN Spain account that we use. So yeah, we don't use anything dodgy for content. Couldn't do it, mate. You know, face the business being closed down. Still really silly. Still believe in Mo, Craig. Good. Well, may I want to believe in all of our players. Kirk has gone down now. He's back up. He's back up. That's okay. Szoboszlai. Salah. Back to Szoboszlai. Good ball. McAllister. Back out to Salah. McAllister. Szoboszlai. He loses out, but Brighton give it right back to us. Happy seeing smiles on players' faces. Previous matches had frustrated Bruno Fernandes. Joy playing again. Poll to professional to stage. I don't agree with the stage thing either, but we had to ask it because a few people are saying it in the chat. So we've got 66% think no and 34% think it is. So that's way more than I would have thought. I would have thought that would be like 95-5. Kirkes. Virgil. Jones. Prime Gerrard or Joe Allen. Well, only one of them had chickens, and it wasn't Gerrard. There's only one vegan chicken lover there, and it ain't Stevie G. Canade. Gravenberch. He loses out, but wins the second ball. How is that a free kick, referee? How is that a free kick? Come on. Victor said everyone would rather see Slot sacked than Liverpool getting a result kept behind the club. Mate, look, you can say what you want about me, but I've never ever asked for anything other than a Liverpool win. And I know you're not aiming that one at me because I've been pretty clear about my thoughts on it. I want Liverpool to win more than anything, you know. And I want to be wrong about Arna, and I'm sure I'm not on my own. But yeah, I can never wish for a Liverpool loss. Minta in a bit of a collision there with Kirkes, but it's outside the boundaries of the pitch, so it's a throw in Liverpool. The formation has made a difference. I feel like Minta has got some real pace, said Mr. Acentino. He does. Am I a Brighton fan? Yeah, huge Brighton fan, mate. Huge. That's why the channel's called Anfield Agenda. Because of my love of Brighton. Ekatike. He's very lively, isn't he, in possession? Well done, Jones. Ekatike. He's brought down free kick Liverpool. Good football, boys. Amex Agenda. There you go. Platinum. There we are. Amex Agenda. Craig, you old seagull, you. You know me, mate. I'm forever robbing chips. Forever. I'm forever robbing chippies. What coffee are you drinking? Irish. No, it's just Nescafe Gold or something cheap. I actually have a coffee machine for Christmas, but I'm not allowed to use it yet. Soboslai with the cross in. Wirtz. I bought myself a nice Samsung coffee machine after about 6 months of shopping around to see which one suits. Got myself a nice Samsung one in the Black Friday sales. But as it's my Christmas present, my wife won't let me use it yet. So I'm still on the old Nescafe Gold. Uh-oh. Chance here. Minta. Well done. Well done, Ebu. Jones lost possession and then it was scrambling. Everybody was getting back. And Ebu gets the block in from Minta's shot. Well done, boys. Who's a bigger legend, Henry or Salah? That depends on who you ask, mate. It depends on who you ask. Both of them are Premier League legends. But I'll tell you the difference between the two of them. Only one of them's a handball cheating son of a bitch that stopped Ireland from going to a major tournament. Oof, unlucky Ryan. Lovely football. Great footwork out of the box from Gravenberch. Gets a strike away. And straight of Verbruggen. But again, good football. Lovely. Look at that footwork. Did you say you've got a 50-inch computer screen? Yes, a 50-inch widescreen monitor, yes. I watch the games on a 32-inch TV that I have on a bracket at the back of my table above the monitor. We bought a 65-inch for the studio though. Minta, cross in, Canade heads it away. McAllister now. Plays it out to Ekatike left side. Get your head up and switch it. Get your head up and switch it. Back into space to Jones. Is the 15th for the stream setup? Yes. So on my screen now, I have the YouTube chat. I have our back end system. I've got WhatsApp open, OBS. That's all on the monitor, and then the game's on the TV. Salah. Inside. To Gravenberch. His strike is blocked. Rebounds back out to Dominic Szoboszlai. 2 minutes left in the first half. Szoboszlai into Gravenberch. He reversed it, but there was nobody there. Come on, boys. Wakey, wakey. Well done, Wirtz. Wins it back. Back to Soboslai. Is it a Samsung Odyssey Super Ultra Wide? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm not that technically minded. Why don't I stream on Twitch? Because they don't pay me enough. Is the honest answer. Ekitike. Back to Allison. For me, the handball and Chi is the best overall strike in the Premier League era. But yes, a Chi. Well, he's got less goals and assists than Salah. So, you know, if you're looking about goal contributions, Mo edges it. Could you try multi-streaming? Could do, but like I said, it gets messy. We're going to be streaming on Big Up as well soon. We're just working through some final details on that. And we'll be multi-streaming on Big Up and on here, because Big Up have a couple of cool little things that we like to include in our match day content. Soboslai, back to Canada. Craig, personally, I'd rather two monitors, just couldn't handle one big one. Yeah, each to their own, like I've said. I only use my setup for streaming. I don't play games right on it, so it just makes it easier for me to see everything on one screen. 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half. I'll show you a picture of it in at halftime. I'll show you a picture of my setup. Why don't you stream on OnlyFans, Craig? I do. Do you not see my account on OnlyFans? It's a 2-inch wonder. Have a look at it. Top notch. Wirtz is great, said Janos. Thank you, man. Well, he's penalty ref. No, Ekitike stays on his feet, pulls it back. No one there. I felt like he was too honest there. I'd like to see a replay of that as well. It's been a good first half, this in the Reds. Kirkes wins it back inside to Jones. Jones, lovely little drop of the shoulder. Ball back into Macca. I do actually have a cameo. It's in the link in the description. I love when people pay me on Cameo to tell somebody to F off or call them a you know what. So yeah, do check out the Cameo if you'd like to be given a little welcome around Christmas or whatever. We're 90 seconds into the 3 minutes added on. Sorry, I'm still trying to find this picture for you of the setup. Oh, Brighton shot out of the box, blocked. Second ball comes back, crossed in, cleared by Canade, then Wirtz. Free kick Liverpool though. Craig Pawston spotted a foul on Florian Wirtz. It was a high foot, I think. And that'll be a free kick Liverpool. And Wirtz is in a bit of pain here. Oh, there we go. Right. Wirtz is okay. He's getting back to his feet. Right, folks, we're almost at the half time. Have I looked at Kick for streaming? No, never. Never even opened up Kick. Yeah, it's one platform I've never been on. People saying red, no, there's no cards coming. The ref blows up for half time. Wouldn't mind seeing a replay of that, as I wasn't really paying too much attention when it happened. But anyway, it is half time and the Reds are 1-0 up. That goal came from Hugo Ekitike. Right, let me show you this then. One sec. Oh, I hate when this happens. I don't know how to make this thing fit. Connor tells me so many times, I never know. Right, let me show you. Right, that's my setup. There you go. So that'll be my setup there. It's a different camera. We've changed the camera since then. We've got a new Panasonic camera. But that's roughly what my setup looks like. For those who are wondering. So, as you can see the little... If you look under the bottom right-hand corner of the monitor, you can see the Mac Studio. That's what powers everything. Then we've got the Samsung 50-inch widescreen. It's a little stream deck, my TV, camera, microphone. That's that's basically what I look at when I'm doing a stream. Right, so people unhappy with the red. Honestly, do you know what? I'm going to rewind it back because I didn't get to look at the challenge. I'm going to rewind it back now and have a look at it. 1 second. Because I didn't really see it in real time. I was in the chat. Oh, wait, let's see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a red. I'm sorry, that's a stonewall red card. How is that not a red card? That was stonewall. Studs into the chest, high up, nowhere near the ball. How is that not a red card, lads? Honestly, I didn't really see it in real time. That's shocking. That's shocking. It's worse than Doku's. And I don't think he got any card if I'm not wrong, I don't think he got any card. Shocking. Like, he's not even within fucking 3 yards of the football. That's shocking. Jesus. Again, complete lack of any decent refereeing. Shocking. Studs up straight into the chest. He did get a yellow, did he? No excessive force, VAR. Oh, fuck off. No Remember Mane getting sent off for studs that high when Ederson came flying out of his goal? There was no excessive force in that, but Mane still got sent off. No yellow at all, the chat are saying. That's just shocking. Shocking. No excessive force. Fuck off. That's shocking. Best half of this season, fluid free-flowing footy, said Sonder. Well, let's have a look at some of the numbers. 59% possession for the Reds, 10 shots, only 2 on target. 324 passes, 92% passing accuracy. But most importantly, like Sonder said, it was a good half of football. Now, let's not get carried away. We did still give up some chances defensively, but I will absolutely take a 1-0 lead. And certainly a bit more intensity again. Curtis Jones playing like a man in a mission, says Vaughan Johnson. Curtis Jones playing like a man out there. Look, I've been bigging up Curtis Jones for the last month to people, and I'm glad that more people are now starting to see the uptake in Jones's performance, because he really has settled in, and yeah, I'm glad you're seeing it because Jones has played very well. Wirtz has had a good first. Look, it's there's not really anybody out there that I feel like we're carrying in this game. It's, everybody's putting in a good shift. So, defenses look decent, although we have given up chances. They've made some good blocks as well. Canade is our best player this half. I would disagree on that, but I'm not trying to say he wasn't good. If you're talking about best players, it's got to be Ekitike. He's been everywhere. Salah's looked really good since he's come on. Some lovely link-up play between Gravenberch, Salah, Soboslai, McAllister, Wirtz. Like some really good, neat interplay. ESG Soccer said Hugo relieving pressure early, but man, we're weird in attack. Midfielders blasting too many, slowing attacks down, uncertainty. Salah and Wirtz, good. Colin Owens, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Brighton learned from City and Villa. No punishment for studs to the chest of a Liverpool player. This is Sparta, said Rain. It was a shocking challenge, to be fair, but we don't make the decisions, unfortunately. We have 2 fully fit centre-backs. What a joke. Yes, but can we not be fucking upbeat for 5 minutes, Stevie boy? Come on. Like, I know you're right, but there's nothing we can do about that for another 18 days, 20 days. So, let's just hope we do get somebody in the door in January. But look, we're sitting here 1-0 up at half-time with a decent first half performance, and that's what I'd like to take from this. It's not done. Brighton have certainly shown they can create more chances, but I feel like our energy levels are better out there, and, I'd rather just focus on the positives for now. Comparatively to his other games, Canade has been. Yeah, look, everyone's done a decent shift. I don't really think we're carrying anybody out there today, but the game isn't done yet. We've got an early lead. Now let's finish the job, as we've said many times. It's about making sure we get the result over the line. Right, 1 second. There you go. There's your challenge. For those who can't see it, that's a still of the challenge. And apparently that doesn't warrant a red card in football. Leg completely straight and outstretched, but yet not enough force. Okay, lads, cool. Yeah. Not enough force, though, even though the leg is completely straight. But, Liverpool and all that crap. Yeah, there you go. That's assault out in the streets. But in a game of football, that's sound. Crack on, lads. Play on. And thank you, Keane, for sending that to me. Sonder said we need more midfielders for this formation. Premier League Match Centre said the referee's call of a yellow card to Gomez was checked and confirmed by VAR, with the challenge on Wirtz deemed not to be excessive force and not serious foul play. Good lads, crack on. Maybe tell the boys of VAR to get Pornhub off the screens and actually start looking at football, because all I can think of is that the lads on VAR are watching some type of sadomasochistic bullshit and they're trying to compare football to the dirty sex that they're watching. And, I don't know what bondage type shit they're looking at. But here in the real world of football, that to me is a red card all day, every day. But, what do we know? Bondage boys, VAR say, no red. We're playing taekwondo on the field now. Yep. like I said, Bondage Boys down in Stockley Park said no excessive force there. Mistress said no. That's what you need to remember. The mistress said no. Good evening from Thailand, Craig. Hope all is well. Decent first half. I thought Verts was very good. Thank you, the Irish Wanderer. Yeah, happy enough with the first half, but we need to make sure we go and get the result and finish it off now. Cobra Kai FC 0, Liverpool 1, said the hopeful guy. BBC has them listed as getting a yellow. They did get a yellow. The lads at the Bondage Boys in Stockley Park said the referee's call of a yellow card to Gomez was checked and confirmed by the Bondage Boys, with the challenge on Verts deemed not to be excessive force and not serious foul play, according to Mistress Jacinta. So, you know, that's what the Premier League match centres had to say. We're playing good in offense, but I'm afraid we're given so much space in transition, just like we did before. We're definitely leaving gaps. Like, no system is perfect, and I would agree with you that we've created a bit more, but we've certainly given up chances. But ultimately, at half time, we're 1-0 up, and I'll take that. But it's a very fair point you've raised, mate. That's natural. We're attacking this well. I just think we need to be more clinical, put the game out of reach. Said Colin Flores. If you use metal studs, that'll be broken ribs. Look, look, mate. I can't defend that not being a red card. To me, that's a red card. But like I said, unfortunately, we don't make the decisions, and yeah, the lads in Bondage Park said no dice, yellow card, play on. Tanya said, Craig, honestly, was Gomez injury intentional to get Salah minutes? Your honest opinion? No. I don't see the benefit of that to us as a team. If you want Salah out there, just play him from the start. Like, I don't understand why we'd wait 20 minutes, get Gomez into a game, and then change it. It doesn't make any sense to me why it would be intentional. We ran a poll on it, Tanya, in the chat, and 66% of people said no, they think it was just a genuine sub. 34% said that they thought it was. I just don't see the upside to trying to do it. I don't do it at all. Just put him straight into the team if you want to do that. What are your opinions on the League of Ireland? Standards getting better, and I think the Europa Conference League has given something there financially for some of the League of Ireland clubs to really get that he's stuck into. Look, I wouldn't be as well versed on the League of Ireland as I should be. I worried for Chelsea the other night when they went 3-0 down early doors. I was watching the first half against Palace, but it's getting there. I'm glad to see some stadiums being refurbished. It's such a tough one though with a big league right across the water. It's interesting to see some younger Irish players now going to the likes of Italy and stuff, rather than going over to the Prem because of the whole Brexit thing. But yeah, look, League of Ireland's come a long way, and there's still a bit more to come, I think. Ekitike is getting better each game. He'll be regarded as one of the world's best forwards in 2026. Skill, pace, power, has it all. Connor said if it was staged, then every single player and the manager need to be sacked because I'd be completely idiotic to go along with it. Exactly. I don't get. I just don't get the upside of it. The amount of people in the chat who just come up with the weirdest shit. Like I've not even jumped on any of it, but some of the takes are wild from people who clearly aren't Liverpool fans. They're just trying to wind us up. Bench Salah, he's been a waste. No, he hasn't. He's been very good since he's come on. And the interplay and the connection between Salah, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, been brilliant. You know, it feels like from an attacking sense, everyone's gotten a lift since Mo's come on the pitch. Right, we're close to the second half. Players are out there warming up. Mr. A. Centino said Maka will eventually go to Madrid. Which midfielder would you take from that team to replace Maka? Tchouaméni or Camavinga, if you had to have one from Madrid. Who would your suggested subs be? It depends on the score. It really does. I wouldn't be looking to the bench really at the minute because there's not much on there. Isak's on there, but we've got a week between games as well. It's important to remember that. So we've a bit more downtime for the lads to rest up. So honestly, I wouldn't be rushing into any subs just yet. Right, we're underway. Second half. Virgil goes long. And immediately Ekitike jumps into Van Heck, fouls him, free kick Brighton. Worried we're going to lose this positive energy in the second half like always. I feel like Isak and Ekitike should be starting together with Wirtz. I would agree on that, but Isak hasn't looked sharp enough yet and fit enough yet. I wish he did, because God, I agree with your sentiment, but he hasn't looked at it yet. Alisson goes long with a clearance, but it'll go straight out for a throw into Brighton. Diego Gomez promo vid comes out, final whistle. It must be, yeah. Because that was some MMA, WWE level shit. Right, I'll sync up for everybody at 46 minutes. 1 second. Right, folks, we are now at 46 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, you guys let me know what you do sub-wise if you were Arno with this one. Salah pokes the ball forward. Van Heck goes all the way back to Verbruggen. A reminder of Liverpool's bench. We've got 2 goalkeepers. Isak, Chiesa, Robbo, Ramsey, Engamoa and Lucky. They're the options on the bench. Brighton tried to thread the ball through. Szoboszlai does well. Gets a challenge in and the ball goes through to Alisson Becker. Salah does well. Keeps the ball in on the right hand side. Head up. Cross to the far post. Kirkes. Unlucky. Again, good running from Mo. Plays the ball across to the far side of the pitch. 18-yard box, excuse me. Kirkes struggles to head it back across and it goes straight into the keeper's hands. Oh. That's the one thing about Kirkes I don't like. He dives in too much. And if he dives in and doesn't get the ball, he's gone. His man's past him, and it's happened a few times in this game. Foul on Wirtz there as he checks back inside from Nick Wiefer. Alisson. To Gravenberch. Out right side to Szoboszlai. Salah. He's been manhandled again there, but yeah, about time passing. Jesus. Dom, free kick's 10 yards further up, bro. Come on. Move the ball. Why are you taking the free kick 10 yards? Jones now. Cross to Virgil. It's interesting. Jones is deepest midfielder there in front of the back 4. Gravenberch. Lovely ball into the left-hand side. Ekitike. Kirkes. Back to Ekitike. Gravenberch. I do not get to Jones, hey. It's people who just won't ever drop their agenda. You know, I've said for years, I was somebody who was never Curtis Jones' biggest fan, but I've given him credit since Arna's come in and since Jones, particularly this season's, really stepped up. And if people don't want to admit that, then they are just hating on the guy. Ekitike skips away from a few men. Ekitike! Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Cuts in from the left side. His pace takes him into a decent shooting position on the edge of the box, but he can't really make the right connection on the ball and it drags wide. But again, it all opens up from because of that pace. Just needs to make a cleaner connection. Good run though from Hugo. Brighton. Oh, they should have scored. We're so blessed, lads. We're blessed. They had a tap in at the far post. And Gomez, I think it is, puts it the wrong side of the post. That should have been 1-1. Played early across the front of the 6-yard box. Yep, sliding in at the far post. He should have scored. Thankfully, it's not a goal. It's 1-1. But that should have been 1-1, lads. Thankfully, we got away with it. And breathe. Soboslai. Salah. Soboslai's dispossessed. Come on. Brighton overhit the ball into the right channel, our left channel. Or excuse me, our right channel, their left channel, and it goes out for Liverpool throw. Yeah, that's we got fortunate there, but look, we've got to capitalise on that bit of luck and go get the second. We just need to we need to get the second as quickly as we can here. Make sure this is out of sight. Because I feel like it'll get jittery if it's still just 1-0 and I don't want that nervousness creeping in. Come on, boys. Keep working. That's a Hugo. Chase him down. Verbruggen's forced into a quick clearance and it goes out for Liverpool throwing on the far side of the pitch. 2 balls on the pitch here, boys. Ekitike keeps possession. Jones. Gravenberch glides through a couple of challenges, recycles the ball back to Kirkes. Curtis Jones. Back to Milos Kirkes. Ryan Gravenberch. Jones again. Strike from Jones. Ricochets straight into Verbruggen's hands. Unlucky. Well done again. Soboslai winning the ball high up the pitch. Salah now. Back into Dom. Back to Mo. Mo. Wirtz. Mo. Soboslai. Strike. Oh, he plays it off Salah, who's in an offside position. So it'll be a free kick, Brighton. Come on, boys. It's there for us. Come on. Do you think Liverpool have a shot at the titles? Not in the league, no. Not a chance. You know, like in the Champions League, like anybody else, if we can hit form at the right time, you know, we've as much of a chance as anybody. But not a hope in the league, no. And thank you, by the way, Sam. Appreciate you. Is Bradley injured? No, he's suspended, mate. Suspended. He had too many yellow cards. So he's serving a 1-game suspension. Too many midfielders too far forward. Wirtz tracked all the way back while Maka and Gravenberch lagged behind. Were wide open through the middle, said Roshi. This is kind of part of our style, though. So I get where you're coming from, but I don't think there are many systems played at a high intensity that don't leave space, especially if you are committing bodies to an attack. So there's two ways of looking at it. You can either say we need to be more clinical in those attacking moments, or you give up some of that balance by not committing as many bodies forward. So I'm personally a fan of making sure we capitalise on the attacking positions, because I'd rather win a game than not lose a game, if you get where I'm coming from. But when your confidence is a bit low, like I said, the longer this goes on at 1-0, the more I think it does become a bit nervy. Van Hecke. Again, Liverpool press forces Brighton back to their goalkeeper. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still Liverpool lead by that first minute goal, from Hugo Ekitike. Who would you sign for January? Any centre-back that the club think are good enough, basically. Centre-back. That's got to be first priority. Brighton now, edge of the box, skip in, shot. Oh. They're getting close. They're getting too fecking close for my liking here. Gruda, I think it is this time, drags a shot inches wide of Alisson's post. That's 2 or 3 good chances Brighton have created in the second half already. Oh, lads, it's getting a little bit too twitchy bum. Eddie said, I still want the manager sacked. Look, Eddie, I'm not convinced yet either, bro. Like I said, I'm not, but I want wins. I'd rather Liverpool go up the league table than me being proved right about the manager. But, let's wait and see. We've got 34-ish to go, and the game is, it is on a knife edge, but thankfully we do have that goal. But you'd want a bit more breathing room as well, because it's not comfortable at all. Free kick, Brighton, far side of the pitch. Is Mo playing right back? No, he's not. He's playing right wing. Or right attacking midfield. Jones, or Szoboszlai, dropped back into the right back position. Although Jones has dropped deep as well. But yeah, it's Szoboszlai's in the right back spot. Van Hecke. Look at that space again. How's he finding pockets of space with nobody near him again? And it's so easy for them. There's a lot of space between our lines here that Brighton are managing to exploit. Free kick, which they take quickly. Again, Brighton on the attack. Liverpool have everyone back behind the ball now. Van Hecke switches it out left side. If you can, folks, please do hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Welcome in. It's, here we go. Chance of a counter. Ref plays a good advantage. Wirtz is brought down. Oh, Maka's brought down, sorry, but Liverpool have a chance here. Ekitike! Oh, lads, he's been a bit wasteful. Again, it's not an easy strike, but you've got to be making the keeper work from there, Hugo. Hugo's he's had 3 or 4 good chances now. Not sitters, but good chances. And again, unselfish stuff there. Mack is taken over off the ball. Ref plays a good advantage. Salah drives forward, rolls the ball across to Ekitike. He cuts into his right foot. And if you're going to take on the shot, Hugo, you've got to test the keeper, mate. Dunk gets a yellow for taking out Maka off the ball. Can't argue about that one. Again, well done, Wirtz. Slips it into Ekitike. Turns on all the pace. Set it back. Salah. Strike. Keeper palms it wide. Oh. It's good football, lads. The second feels like it's got to come. The pace of Ekitike, boys. Look at this shit. Knocks it past the centre back. Yoink, beep, beep. But gone. It's the final ball's not great. Salah's forced to cut back inside. His strike's then kind of messily palmed away by Verbruggen. But that pace from Hugo Ekitike. Whoo! Oh, lads, he left the centre back for dust. Salah now to take the corner. Cross in. Golazzo! Oh, oh, oh. Hugo Ekitike. Oh, oh, oh. Come and join the show. Oh, oh, oh. Hugo Ekitike. Oh, oh, oh. Woo! 2-0. Salah with the assist. Ekitike with the back post header. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. You don't blame it on the sunshine. You don't blame it on the moonlight. You don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. I just can't control my feet. I just can't control my feet. Sunshine, moonlight, good times, boogie. There you go, Hugo. There you go, son. Back post, peel away. Delicious. Delicious. By the way, there's a goal there, just in case you weren't sure. Hugo. Victor said, come on. Delighted for Hugo. Lovely corner, by the way, from Salah. Lovely corner. 2-0. There we go. Ekitike on the double. Colin O'Farrell Nolan said, Ekitike and Wirtz seem to be aligned with one another. Need to integrate Isak into that and then perfect. Yes. Give Mo his props on the corner as well, because it was a really, really good corner. And I've said this about Mo on set pieces since he started taking them. He's very good at them. He's very, very good at taking corners. And that was just a feckin' gorgeous ball waiting to be attacked. So yeah, praise all round there. Now let's hope we can continue to build on this. Come on, boys. The Roadrunner reference made me laugh. Thank you. I'm glad you got it. That's what it reminded me of. All I was waiting for was a big Acme weight to drop down and squash Hugo. But yeah, that's what it felt like. Just meep meep. Go on. LIVARP OOL Liverpool FC. Come on, boys. Ekitike. The Wirtz. Unlucky. Come on, boys. Ekitike proven once again who the starting centre forward should be if we're going with one. Oh, lads, come on. We needed that. As well, because Brighton were certainly creating some opportunities. Free kick here. Who's he giving a yellow to? Canada, is it? I think he's giving Canada a yellow for an earlier challenge, if I'm not mistaken. Hugo running his passing of the torch, I think. That run by Hugo, still my turning point. Oh, so good, wasn't it? And the centre-back had 3 yards on him. And he just knocked the ball past him and went, adios, bitch, I'm out of here. Gone. Yeah, I love Ekitike. And just think, lads, come on. We thought Isak coming in was going to be the guy. Hugo really, really is is showing that he didn't just come in here to make up the numbers. Fair play to him. Have to say, never expected Hugo to be this good, said Lingan Gwili, excuse me. Nor did I. I'm so pleasantly surprised by how good Hugo is. He has that it factor, doesn't he? That wow factor. He gets the ball and you're on the edge of your seat. And I noticed it when I was, at the United game as well, even though we lost. When Ekitike came on, the whole of Anfield just felt a surge of energy. Chad, how are we, bro? Salah's head's in the game. He seemed like he was just coasting earlier this year. He's invested. He's been very good since he's come on. Yeah, look, the attack has looked good. Bit wasteful, Ekitike, could have had a hat-trick, but as you said, Chad, everybody is... Certainly, there's no questions here whether they're playing for each other and the manager. You can't argue that. They are. But they should be as well at the same time. So, yeah. These are good building blocks now. If we can see this one out, it's 3 wins and 2 draws and 5. It's getting... Oh, there we go. Good keeping. It's getting back to... There we go. I love that defending celebration between Kanade and Kirkes as well. Little chest bumps. Go on, boys. Go on. Jones. Kirkes. Back to Ali. Kind of slices the clearance out left side. Brighton have it. Oh, unlucky. Mo nearly intercepts it. Szoboszlai does intercept it. Unlucky. Wirtz tries to play the ball out to Salah. Brighton have it now. Well done. Kanade steps in. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Move it quickly. Salah. Go back. Well done, Mo. Back to Dom. Here we go, boys. Come on, that's better. Hugo is Bosla, said Sloop John Bees. Could we be on for a Hugo hat-trick? I hope so. Eddie said Hugo is showing who the real number 9 is. Thank you, Eddie, as well. Yeah, Hugo's looked at it today. I love it. Jones. Oh, we love that ball around the corner looking for Mo. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Good challenge from Dunk. Some good football, boys. Some good football. Come on. Now, boys, see it through. Get to third. Let's be greedy, but at least don't concede. 23 minutes to go. Brighton on the attack. Oh, another good chance that Brighton have missed. They play some good intricate football. They get themselves in down the right side of our penalty area. And again, the finish is just toe poked across the front of goal and doesn't trouble Alisson, but Matoma causing problems. Szoboszlai is down now, holding his mouth. I don't know what happened, Dom, but he seems in a lot of pain. So Dom's down and it feels serious, this. Let's have a look. Yeah, he landed awkwardly. As soon as he landed back on his foot, you can see him hobbling there. He kind of jumped over Matoma because he didn't want to land on him. And whatever way Szoboszlai landed on that foot, immediately you could see he had to take the weight off it. It's not looking good, this. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does here, substitution-wise, because I'd be very surprised if Dom stays on the pitch. Showing a couple of replays here of Ekitike's goals. Yeah, Dom's... At least he's walking off. He's walking around the edge, which is surely a good sign that he's walking. Trying to jog now. See if he can run this off. No, he's jogging around the edge of the pitch, so it's definitely a much better sign. Liverpool now in transition with Salah. He's crowded out of it. 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Brighton in possession. Right side. Wiefer. Back to Van Heck. He spreads it out to Matoma. Szoboszlai still standing on the edge of the pitch. Cross in. Alisson comes out with two good strong hands. Very good clearance, that Ali. So my thoughts here is if there's any doubts about Dom, take him off. I don't want him coming back on if he's something that could be made worse. But let's wait and see. Van Heck puts it across. Jones heads it away. Brighton run the ball out the edge of the pitch and it goes behind, and then their player collides with the advertising hoardings, and hopefully he's okay. Minta we got a clatter there with the advertising hoardings. Hopefully he can get back up and he's alright. Goes around the outside of Kirkes, and yeah, it just gets awkward there between the two of them as they're kind of both sliding off the pitch, and Minta hits the advertising boards, and fingers crossed he is okay. He's back up, all good, good to see. Szoboszlai's back on, folks. He's back on. Yeah, Dom's back on. Salah. Back to Dom. He looks to be moving freely. He doesn't seem to be, you know... Yeah, he doesn't seem to be in pain, which is great. Canade. He goes long, looking for Ekitike. Dunk heads it back to Verbruggen. Come on, boys. Come on. Brighton moving it across the back line. Salah goes to press Dunk. Brighton now moving into the left channel where they have a bit of space. Well done, Ryan. Ryan Gravenberch stepping in to win the ball back. Canade, get back into position now, bro. Get back into position. No, has to give a little stupid free kick away on his way back, of course. Just get back into position. Good man. Right. Matoma. Again, Szoboszlai cuts inside. Fires the ball back. Cross comes in deep. Over hit. Goal kick. Liverpool. Come on, boys. Well done. Here we go. Isak coming on. Isak now coming on. Will he take off Ekitike? Or will he look to take off one of the midfielders? No, Salah's not at right back. Dom was at right back. Salah's in his normal position. There's only one James Milner, said Martin. Absolute legend of the game, bro. Absolute legend of the game. And happy 1 year anniversary, Martin. So my guess is he takes off Wirtz or Ekitike, unless he's going to just take Dom off to give him a rest. Minta now for Brighton. Cuts in field. Spreads it across. Matoma. Little 1-2. He gets it back. Ball down the left channel. Cross back. Well done, Milosh. Well done, Kirkes. Good defender at the far post. Dunk goes back out. Good challenge there from Florian Wirtz. Oh, Szoboszlai's infield ball. Oh, go on. Go on. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Giddy up. Salah now. Take him, Mo. He's crying. Look, take him. He's scared, Mo. Wirtz. Mo's shot was blocked down. Wirtz pulls it back to Maka. Left side, Maka. Ekitike. Oh, he sends them on the arse. Bobby Firmino West. Little back heel, unlucky. Oh, Ekitike pulling a full Bobby. And now Ekitike has gone down holding his fucking leg. Szoboszlai crossing. Ekitike has gone down, lads. Fucking hell. He's back up and running. Come on, Hugo. Come on, boy. Come on. That was Bobby Firmino West there. Just puts his foot in the ball. Lets the defenders fall on their arse. Just can't get the angle for the shot. And try the back heel. Matoma now. Wide left for Brighton. 14 minutes on the clock. He tries a cross. Blocked again by Liverpool. Van Heck. Do you see a world where Hugo and Isak can play at the same time and be successful? Yeah, I do. I really do. If we switch to a back three, I can definitely see a world where we've got wing backs either side. And we've got Wirtz in the pocket or in the hole behind the two of them. Brighton now. Oh, they've wasted another chance, thankfully. Zoshi said, Craig, how many players do we need in January? Well, look, we need 3 players, but whether they're all in January or not, I don't know. If I could give you a January I'd be happy with, a centre-back and a DM, or a centre-back and a wide player. Double change here from the manager. Andy Robertson and Alexander Isak coming on. It is Florian Wirtz coming off. I did suspect it may be Wirtz. This is a substitution the manager's made. And also, Ekitike coming up. Both gentlemen, well done, boys. Well done. Oh, oh, oh. You go Ekitike. Oh, oh, oh. Well done, both of them. Good shift, lads. Good shift. Well done. So, Robbo and Isak coming on. Ekitike and Wirtz going off. I wasn't able to watch the game today. How have Liverpool been playing? And also love the stream. Thank you, Alex. Look, mate, we've played well. But I'd be a liar if I said we also haven't given up chances. If Brighton weren't as wasteful as they were, this game could be closer. But there is some good stuff to take from this game as well. There is. You can see more relationships forming out there. Particularly if you're looking around the Salah, Wirtz, Ekitike kind of stuff, you can see more of an understanding forming. Jones, again, has been pretty good. So Hugo did give a signal to the bench, Connor saying to me to come off. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. You know, there is a week between games now. So hopefully, you know, Hugo just needs a couple of days to get over a dead leg or something. Isak now. Spins away from a couple of challenges. Goes out to Curtis Jones. Jones recycles the ball back to Dominic Szoboszlai. Back inside to Ibrahima Konate. Konate across to Virgil. Is Ekitike injured? Yes and no. So he's definitely something up with him, but I wouldn't know if it's a ruling him out injury, but he went off with a knock, yes. But it wasn't one of those that, he didn't come off immediately after he went down. He got back up, ran around for a couple of minutes, and then went off. Gravenberch, his ball ricochets back to McAllister. McAllister pings one out then left side to Milos Kerkez. Or excuse me, to Andy Robertson, back to Kerkez. Salah now, he pops up on the left side. Salah drives forward. Tries to slip a ball into Isak. Unlucky, Mo. Unlucky. Good ball. Savour the Flavour said, wait, I missed it. What position is Salah in? Defence? The lineup builder on Google shows him defence. No, he's not in defence. Salah's playing on his normal right side. And it's Szoboszlai that was at right back. So the substitution was Gomez off, Salah on. But that meant Szoboszlai dropped back to right back. How many goals do you think Hugo gets this season? Oh, jeez, I don't know. 18 to 22 in all competitions, something like that. The fraud is sadly on the pitch. Well, you can go fuck yourself for a start. Imagine calling one of your own players, if you're a Liverpool fan, a fraud. Scumbag. Szoboszlai to Jones. Robbo is a winger. Yep, that's where he's playing. Robbo's definitely playing advanced left side. Why did Wirtz come off? It's just a tactical substitution. It's a similar. If you look at the pattern of when Wirtz does start, it's you've called Canade a fraud several times. No, I've called him shy. Yeah, and that's a player that's been at the club years, not that's just come into the club and is settling into the team. Again, context, moron. Context is important. I know you idiots don't think it is when you want to troll me, but context is important. The difference between Canade and Isak is Canade's been here years and has gotten worse this season. Isak's brand new through the door and needs a bit of support and a bit of encouragement. And these idiots are calling him a fraud. So fuck you as well. Jones. You're always trying to be clever when you don't give context to the situation. Gravenberch. Jones. Unlucky. Connor reckons it's been Kirke's best game so far. What are we saying to that, chat? This game is going to be slotted. I don't think it is, in all honesty. I don't think it is. Another change coming here. Chiesa's getting some minutes. He's getting his usual 7.5 minutes. This time it's to replace Szoboszlai. Well done, Dom. So, Fede getting 7.5 minutes plus stoppage time. Well done, Dom. Robertson over Chiesa. Arna out. Said Hugo. Well, he's on now, mate. He's on now. Right, where's he gone to, though? Position-wise. Robertson. I mean, Fede at the moment, he's moving in central now. So, looks like Salah's the most advanced with Isak. And Chiesa's right side of midfield. Yeah, Chiesa's just behind Salah right side at the minute. Let's have a look. Has Jones dropped into right back? Yeah, Jones has dropped into right back. And it's saying that Matoma's now attacking the space. Well done, Canade. Go block. Yeah, so Jones has dropped into right back. And I think he's almost up as a second striker with Isak. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Come on, boys. Van Ecke, right side. Crosses deep. Over Jones's head. Lets it go out. Goal kick Liverpool. Well done, boys. Come on. Any thoughts on the charges against Man City? Mate, anybody that's been watching this channel for years knows my take on Man City. I've been one of the more outspoken content creators on that one. Yeah, it's a disgrace. And the fact we're 6 years into it is a piss take. Minta now. Liverpool player down. I think it's Kirkes. No, it's not Kirkes. Liverpool player down on the far side. Ref eventually stops the game. It's Maka. And it does not look good. He looks in a lot of discomfort over there, Maka. Referee stops it. I don't think it's a head injury, is it? He's just landed badly. Yeah, it's not a head injury, but he does land badly and heavily. Everybody has been a 6 or better today, said John Erdinger. I wouldn't disagree with you on that one, John, mate. I wouldn't disagree. I'm actually looking forward to the player ratings today, bro. So we are 4 minutes plus stoppage time at Anfield, of which there will probably be a decent chunk of stoppage time. Hopefully we can see this one out. Maka's just looks like he's a little bit tender there on his right side of his abdominal area. And you know yourself, lads, as I do, when the six-pack's hurting on the right side, you know yourselves. Obviously, I'm working with a keg situation, but sure, you know yourselves. Mo needs to stop throwing his arms up, says Jack. Yeah, I get what you mean, mate, but look, I think he's done well since he's been on the pitch, excuse me. And I think he just really wants a goal or something today. But he has, of course, got an assist. And here comes Jimmy Milner on for Brighton. Well done, Jimmy. Welcome home, son. Welcome home. And Jimmy, of course, gets a wonderful ovation from Anfield, as he deserves. Absolute legend of the game, James Milner. Bro, Salah century is very interesting. I'm a fan, said Dave. Thank you, Dave. It's something many of us have been looking for ages, bro. Oh, ball across the front of goal. Again, is it a corner? It is a Brighton corner. 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Liverpool defend at the far post, but it is a corner to Brighton. Yeah, and Dave, on the Salah central thing, if we're going to work with two up top, I've always, and many of us have always seen a world where Salah could be one of those two. Right, corner in from Brighton. Verge heads it, but heads it back behind his goal and over the bar. Well defended. He was being dragged as well, Virgil, so he did well there. Another corner to Brighton. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Cleared away by Liverpool at the near post. Brighton throw in. Come on, boys. Nearly there. Referee just moving the Brighton full back into the proper area for the long throw-in, which is coming up now. Hurls it in towards the 6-yard box. It's flicked up, goes harmlessly behind. Goal kick, Liverpool. Love the channel, mate. Thoughts on Coventry coming up? Delighted, genuinely delighted. I've known a few Coventry fans over the years, but delighted. When I was growing up, Coventry were winning around the top division all the time. So, yeah, really happy. Hope they can see it through. And, credit to Lampard. He's done a very good job there. Brighton still on the attack here. Liverpool with plenty of bodies back. So, Minta has it. Wide right. He puts in a cross. Matoma chests it down. And then Brighton dragged the shot wide, lads. Look, I know we're winning and it's been good, but we have there have been plenty of chances in this game at our end as well. But thankfully, look, we look closer to this clean sheet. Much happier today. Not edge of the seat football, but solid. Kirkes is my man of the match, said Will. Appreciate you, Will. And look, don't forget, folks, if you do want to submit your player ratings, we'll be giving you a link during the match reaction to Anfield Agenda WhatsApp, which is where you can submit your player ratings, as well as take part in polls, and we put in all the transfer news and stuff in there. 8 minutes added on. So if you aren't, please do sign up to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp. You can see the QR code bottom right hand corner, or you can scan that big one on the screen right there now. You'll be voting for your man of the match in our match reaction as well, coming up straight after the final whistle. Dave said, got to start listening to you. Jones has stepped up. Appreciate that, my man. Look, there's not much in this world, Dave, I feel confident about, but I know my football. Not to be arrogant about it. I know my football. I've been around the sport 36 years. As a player, some coaching, and as a fan. And I won't always be right, but I'll always be an honest person on my opinions. And Jones, to me, has done more than enough to deserve the credit he's getting this season. And when we've needed somebody to show up and fight, he's been there. Chiesa now. Oh, unlucky. He tried to find a ball to Mohamed Salah. It was a good ball, but Lewis Dunk intercepted it. Ian said, played okay, but good job Brighton didn't have the shooting boots today. Yeah, look, the game's had a lot of chances for both sides. You could also make the argument that TK could have had a hat-trick today. So, yeah, we've created a lot as well, but yes, we have given up chances. Here we go, though. On the counter. Chiesa. Salah. Oh, he skies it. That was almost too kind from Chiesa. You could see he wanted Mo to have that moment. And Chiesa skips the ball across the front of the 6-yard box. Salah side foots it, but he can't keep it down and it's high. And you could have absolutely made a case here for Fede to take the chance on himself, but he doesn't. And he plays a lovely ball. Salah just can't keep the shot down as he's falling backwards. Yeah, he tries to side foot it. Well done, Fede, as well. Unselfish, very unselfish from Chiesa. Canade, I wouldn't have on the pitch. Look, I'm not his biggest fan by any stretch, and I do want Mark A coming in. But when any time we keep a clean sheet, I think the defence does need their fair share of credit. A few signings in the summer with this team. Wow, said Sonder. Oh, again, they're lucky here. We're so lucky we haven't conceded. Even another one there. Bodies just getting thrown at it and Brighton fluffing their lines. What schoolboy team did you play for? I played for Bellevue Shankill, St Joseph's Boys in Sallynoggin, and Bushy Park Rangers. I was supposed to sign for Home Farm at one point, but the travelling was just a bit too much to go out that side of Dublin from where I lived. Too close to Allison, who comes and claims it. We've had 3.5 minutes of the 8. I mean, that probably should have been a goal for Brighton. Kind of swing and a miss with an open goal from Welbeck, I think. Bit of cramp here. Virgil just stretching out someone's legs. What position did I play? I was a goalkeeper, mate. A goalkeeper. Kirkes is just down with a bit of cramp, so he's getting a bit of an energy gel and a stretch out there from Virgil. I mean, surely you knew I was a goalkeeper. You know I'm a head case. Goalkeepers are usually head cases. And that by the way, that thing about goalkeepers, I found to be more true than untrue. Because I know quite a few goalkeepers, obviously, and we're all eccentric, shall we say. So, Mohamed Salah now has the most goals and assists for a single club in Premier League history, overtaking Wayne Rooney now with 277 goals and assists. Mohamed Salah, with that assist for Hugo, becomes the number one, top of the pile, most goals and assists in Premier League history for a single club. 277 for the great man. Chiesa, back to Isak. Isak has to go wide, needs some support. The reason I became a huge Liverpool fan was Grobler. Nice, Rich. I kind of like we're playing with a low block, said Jonas. So I remember watching Bruce Grobler warming up when I went to watch, I think it was at Dalymount, Liverpool played many years ago. And some of the tricks Grobler was doing, spinning the balls back in from behind the goal and stuff, was nuts. I remember as a kid, like I was probably about 8 or 9, watching it going, shit, wow. Yeah, you couldn't take your eyes off Grobler, could you? Cross in, another one headed away by Liverpool. Salah now, he's got runners with him, left and right. Oh, he's made a mess of it. He overhits the ball. It's a simple little pass and he's overhit it. Too much adrenaline and it goes through again. Not only does CJ fight, but he has quick feet to get us out tight scrapes. I bet he's a player that dominates training because of those attributes too. I'd say you're probably right. I'd say he's a nightmare to get the ball off in a rondo. Do you notice Fede cut shot set Salah up for a well? Yeah, absolutely. I said it at the time. You're right. That one there from Salah was just... I think he should have made a run further to the right to draw the defender with him to give more space for the infield pass. But we've got 1 minute of stoppage time plus a little bit more to go. Gravenberch. McAllister, he's dispossessed. Brighton again, pouring bodies forward here. Well done, Milos Kerkez. Wins the ball back and he's then fouled. Free kick Liverpool. This should hopefully help us see this one out. Look, folks, I will take this. I don't know how we've kept a clean sheet, mind, but I'll take it. We've now had the 8 minutes. Is at the discretion of the ref. Don't forget, match reaction coming up straight after the game. And we will have a late night agenda tonight, about 8:30, 8:45. So make sure you've got your notifications on. We've plenty to talk about in the transfer world as well, of course, as this. So we'll see you for the match reaction as soon as this is over. Would like Hugo Larsson at Liverpool, said Jonas. Thank you, mate. I don't know much about Hugo Larsson, to be honest. That's not Henrik's son, is it? That's a different Larsson, isn't it? I know Henrik Larsson's son's playing in, I think, the Bundesliga, is it? But his name's not Hugo, it's Sebastian or something, isn't it? Something like that. Jones inadvertently gives the ball to Minta. Cross into the far post. Blocked by McAllister. Whew. Still don't know how we've kept a clean sheet, lads. Honestly, I don't. Robbo, ball in behind, looking for Salah. Van Bruggen comes out and smothers it. We've been so unlucky not to get the third. Jordan Larson, that's the guy. Thank you, lads. Thank you. It's all over. The ref blows the whistle. Liverpool have beaten Brighton by 2-0. Back to winning ways in the Premier League. 3 wins and 2 draws from the last 5. Mohamed Salah will now, of course, depart for the AFCON, but it was great to see him out there on the pitch, grabbing an assist as well. An assist that makes him the all-time highest goal and assists contributor for a one-club man in the Premier League. That'll do, lads. That'll do. We'll take that. It wasn't perfect, but it was certainly a lot better. A brace from Hugo Ekitike, an assist from Mohamed Salah in there as well. Yeah, that'll do me, folks. That'll do me. We'll talk about it in the match reaction. Don't forget to join us. We will be straight back 60 seconds time. Thank you so much to everyone that did join us. If you can, before you head off, do drop a like and hit that subscribe button for me. Match reaction coming straight up, where you will get the chance to vote for your Anfield Agenda Man of the Match, as well as submit your player ratings. Thank you so much to you all for coming in and joining me today. Appreciate your support as always. I'll see you in 60 seconds for the match reaction. Liverpool 2,